All right, maybe I fixed it. I don't know. Can you hear me now? Hello? Maybe not. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, can you hear me now, Kim? All right, thank you. Yay, 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 yay. I'm going to be on my phone. So, what a fucking night. Excuse my language. I hope I waited long enough. What's up, Mouse? How you doing, girl? Holy fucking shit. I don't even know how to drop a fucking link over here. Hold on. How the fuck did I do it? Oh shit, Mouse. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, Bruce. Damn it.
Good morning. You're on mute, buddy.
Oh, how's that?
There you go. Now I can hear you.
What are you
Good
doing?
morning. Not a lot. What are you
What the
into this
fuck?
morning? Good morning, Kim.
Fucking crazy. But anyway, I'm glad to hear your voice, Mouse. It's good that you're here. Oh, me, oh my. Sausage Jade. Look at there. My little lobster.
Good morning, Sasha.
So what's been going on? Anything?
No, not a lot. Just kind of enjoying the weather. We had a couple of nice days. Do I need to type you down, buddy? How's everybody in chat this morning? Getting our week started early on a Monday.
Casey Coder, how you doing? What a fucking night. Excuse me. I ain't gonna say that word no more. Changing my fucking way. Oh, I said it. Oh shit.
What
What
have
are
you
you
been
doing?
up to?
I ain't been up to nothing. Not a daggone thing, man. Nothing. Oh, the wedding's over. Everybody settled in.
Yeah.
So what's going on over there in Nicolina's world? I heard her bitching. Somebody was giving her hell.
I'm not even sure anymore. The groups have kind of thinned out and migrated together, and I think they've built two solid, good, really good drama teams. We'll see how it goes. See if they can stick it out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Okay. Oh shit.
mean, it's always slightly entertaining. Nothing to get involved in because that's not what makes it fun. But
That's right. That's right.
it's kind of like the soap opera we all, that has evolved.
YouTube is one big soap opera, folks.
It really is. It's a choose your own adventure soap opera where we get to be the whatever character we want.
You can't get through certain people's friggin' heads. You know what I'm saying, Mel? You can't just. You can shake them, you can beat them, you can fuck it, but you just can't. I don't know. I guess I should have named the friggin' title of this just frustrated as shit.
Well, let's talk some of that out. We can do that.
I don't want to do it right here on this live stream.
Okay.
But you can call me later and we'll discuss this shit. Jesus fucking Christ.
Can we call our soap opera The Old and Over It instead of The Young and Restless? Can we call ourselves The Old and Over It?
The Old and Over It. There you go. Beautiful. That was funny, Mouse. I gotta give you. Holy shit. Hold on. Am I crackling? Wait.
No.
Can you hear me? Am I crackling?
No. No.
Wait, what? Am I crackling?
The That okay.
Motherfucking, I can fucking just go fucking nuts on somebody right now.
Well, now,
That was a worthless night for me. It really was. Last night was worthless, folks, and I'm sorry to say that. But that'd be the last fucking worthless night I fucking spent.
well, I think
Some people
you
just gotta get it.
well, I gotta bring up the shorts because I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were putting out some good shorts yesterday. Everybody needs to go check them out. One in particular is always gonna be my favorite. I just because of the humor in me.
Have you ever heard of a loyal drunk? Are drunks
Mm,
loyal?
well, I guess to the alcohol.
I'm just trying to figure that one out. Have you ever heard of a loyal drunk?
No, I don't think I've ever heard that description of it.
Well, I just made it right up here, right here on my live stream this morning.
Okay, all right.
How in the fuck can somebody that don't know their ass from a hole in the ground be loyal? Fuck, I'm retarded, but I ain't fucking goddamn. Just like Applebee's on a date night. Fuck that. Y'all are getting a raw and fucking up close with Buddy today. I might blow a friggin' gasket before I get out of here. But you try and you try and you try and you try. And it's a damn shame that people can just fuck their whole world up. And it's everybody's fucking fault but theirs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but I think that goes with to put a candle in the window for these people, you know? I don't know. But I'm not cracking on the people that's got issues and problems and substance, alcohol, whatever the fuck you got digging in on you. Everybody's going through something,
True.
somehow or another. But me, I just go through hell.
Well, you can't be defined by the problems that you sit in. You have to be defined by the solutions you gave them.
Now, what was that?
I said you can't be defined by the problems if you're just going to sit in them. You have to define yourself by the solutions you gave them, that you
Yeah,
gave the problem.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And to have a problem and to sit with the problem
Hair
is a
today, gone
problem.
tomorrow. Did you like that there, tripod? I call it tripod.
That was a good one.
That was fucking right up the fucking tip. That was right up the shit.
I mean, I gotta hand it to you. The freeze game is spot on that one.
No, I didn't there, no tripod. Shit on it. I'm calling you LT tripod, whatever. Now I had some internet connections. I just couldn't couldn't hang nowhere. I tried. Yeah, when I seen Ma in there, Big Dog Ma and Bella's, and I went in there and said hello to her. And I got my house burnt down, my dog fucking kicked out, two legs broke, back fucking broke.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you can't. It's I don't know. I can't do that. I'm a loyal motherfucker, no matter what. See, I get you. But it's nice to see all y'all in here, guys. And Mouse, thank you for joining me. Where's Airbag? Called me yesterday.
He did.
Yesterday morning about 7:30. Hey, buddy. Did you get somebody emailed me or some shit? He was talking, but he woke me up, and I was like, "What? What? Did I email? I don't think so. Let me go look."
No, that's my little hippie for you. That's Airbag. Love him to death.
Is LT a woman or a man?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I hate asking that question to nice people. You know what I mean?
The LT, can I get your pronouns?
Does this look like a man to you? You know, I can see them just shaking their shit at.
Good. Okay, he's a man. Which brings me to my next thing that I haven't discussed this in a while, but I checked on it the other day. And the ratio of you guys compared to us gals, you guys now outnumber us on this page. We actually have more men subscribe to this channel now than females. And I love it. It's so cool. We finally evened them.
Finally evened it out. Didn't
It's like 49-51, but it's even. And I'm happy for that. I'm proud of that.
Yeah, me too.
We have a good mix.
That's what keeps people sane in these damn chats and stuff, you know? That, you know, if you got, it's nice to have a mix that is about straight up even.
It is. It really is.
Ooh.
What's that?
Mouse, we're being watched by one person.
If you don't tell nobody, I won't tell nobody.
I won't tell you. Franklin, can you hear me? What? Wait, what? God damn it, I'm so pissed off right now.
Looky there. There is the hair bag.
There's my
There's
little
my little
woolly woolly.
hippie.
There's the little woolly bully right there. Y'all, I'm talking into my microphone like I'm live on a damn stage or something. It ain't even plugged in. Oh shit. So I'm on the cell phone right now, folks. So that's why it looks different, formatted different.
Good morning, my little hippie. How are you this morning?
Jim, they sure did get wild on Wendy's last night, and I don't think Megan liked that damn song. What was it about? It was about that song, wasn't it? And Megan was off and running on everybody over there. Did you hear about the guy's shirt? She goes, Megan, she's just a hoot. She goes to this guy sitting on a panel. She goes, well, let me do you ever do the damn laundry or some shit? And he goes, what are you talking about? She goes, every time I see you on a panel, you're in the same fucking green shirt. I was going to say, I got some Tide Pods for the fucker every month.
Well, I mean, let's talk about this because I have noticed something along the lines of these patterns. Some of these people actually have like live stream clothes, like a shirt and a bottom that
right
they like a live wardrobe. And some people don't. Some people just come on as is, but I have seen a few that actually have designated live stream clothes.
I gotta check and see if I got Wendy's phone number. I'll call her and wake her ass up. She don't deserve to be sleeping. That's my job. Stir up shit. Oh, I'm just coming down off of fucking uneventful fucking night, Mouse.
Well, sorry. Let's get you pumped back up here.
It was rough. It was
I'm
brutal.
sorry. I'm
Brutal,
sorry.
brutal, brutal.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes you just don't know how far the deep is. The well goes down until you drop that bucket in and try to get a drink of fucking water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes your rope ain't long enough to get down there that far. Sometimes you just gotta say, "Shit, I've done everything I can to get a drink here. I gotta go." Mouse, he wants to link. I don't know. I know. I forgot how to do shit.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
It's been so long since I've been on this side with the cell phone. But I'm good.
I got you.
You know, I'd rather be fucking hated for who I am than be loved for who I'm not.
That's a good point. It's a very valid point.
You know, and people take what I do and say for fucking granted. And, you know, and fuck. I don't know. We'll
No,
talk
it's
later.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pissed off, folks. Sorry, Hairback. How you doing, buddy?
All right, how are you, buddy? Good morning, Mouse.
Good morning, Hairbag.
Sorry, Hairback. I didn't have the answers to your questions yesterday morning.
No problem. No problem. I never got them either, so I'm just chalking it up to whatever.
Yeah. You kept, it's a weird world. And it
Put
gets
a candle in the window.
it gets weird and it gets normal and it gets weird.
It gets weird, all right.
Kim Burris, I got a way to figure out how to get you back here in this members only stuff for you. I think I figured out a way to get you in the back door. My poor girl right there. She loves the music, and I didn't want her to feel like she was out. I would never want her to feel that way.
Excuse me.
Membership? Hell no. Y'all are more important than that. That's people. But anyway, Mouse, Airbag.
Yes.
Boy, did I make it through the night. What's that song? Help me make it through the night. When I was on the Sunday morning sidewalk. Let's come up with our own shit here. I had the Sunday morning sidewalk, and then I had Help Me Make It Through the Night. Come on, name some more songs that would go with that. We're telling the story.
Sure, I'm playing.
Me too.
Take a whole lot of liquor to like her. That was fucking good one too, wasn't it?
It was amazing.
People just didn't get it, you know? Fuck.
Yeah. Maybe if they rethink it, they will.
But the Kane video was the fucking shit, wasn't it?
Man, you got gold. How did you manage that?
It took a little bit of engineering there.
The YouTube gods have blessed you.
They did bless me. Holy shit.
They say, hey, buddy, look.
I couldn't have caught that with a fishing net, you know? It just landed right there. Bam. Oh, I know what I want to do with this one. Son of a bitch.
It can't sit
That
on
was
this.
funny.
That was totally share worthy. Totally.
That was funny.
Yep.
Until Mouse explained it, I didn't understand it. And then once she understood it, I went back and watched it and I rolled.
Yeah. But, you know,
Oh, come on, Hairbag. The background gave it away in an instant.
But there's some people out there that have misjudged my because I think you know Mouse. I think Hairbag might know. Back in my day when I was on YouTube, back in the day, I mean, there's a side of me that can get ugly. Y'all know that.
Yep.
And I could sit here and rant all day about you, whether it be good or bad. But I can't do that unless I'm pushed. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Till somebody tips you over.
Well, God damn it, I'm leaning. I am leaning Hairbag. Hold
You
me
want
up.
to hear some? Go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
go ahead, sir. No, don't never apologize on Buddy's Roadhouse. You good. Go ahead. Give it to
According
me.
to the news, we got snow coming tomorrow.
Get down, Hairbag, before I pull
S
you
word.
down. Get over in the corner and wash your mouth out.
The S
It can't be so soon. It just can't be. I'm not
Yeah, I
ready
know.
for it. I'm just, you know,
For-
I would rather be sunburned,
yeah,
covered
me
in
too.
mosquito bites, trying to stomp a copperhead with a flip flop than deal with this winter shit. I'm telling you.
But yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
sorry for the kids that are going to be going trick or treating tomorrow. Yeah, they'll have their costumes on, but they got to be dressed for a blizzard.
Sorry, no, not really. I did my time raising my kids. I did my rainy night Halloweens. I did my freezing Halloween runs. Get you some, mom and dad. It's the best.
Kim Burris says parts of Missouri had light snow yesterday.
Ooh, keep it up there. No. I'm not ready for it. It takes a
Nobody's
lot.
ready for it.
It takes a lot to roll over my brain. We gotta do this. Winter's coming. It's cold. It's cold outside. You don't want to be out there. And then to keep you going, it'll warm up in 3, 4 months. Come on, you can handle this.
We don't get warm up here until around the end of June. It's still cool all the way up until then, and then we get 2 months of good weather, and then it's gone.
I know.
Have I joined the panel again yet?
Yes, you
Yeah.
have.
Son of a bitch. Look at her.
You
Was a good time.
having problems this morning, buddy?
He's a little slippery.
Oh, I mean, the problems have crawled all over my ass like a bunch of termites.
he just can't sit still.
I'm telling you guys. Oh, there's my Hairbag. Are you on a cell phone this morning, Hairbag?
I'm always on the cell phone because I can't get anything else to work.
Yeah, I know the feeling, dude. I know the feeling.
Y'all are doing better than me. I still haven't learned to do all this on my phone.
What's going to be a bummer is if I happen to get something better, trying to learn how to go, get through all this on that device.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bitch.
I've been thinking about buying a laptop, but I don't know.
It's a good investment. And there's been times that, honestly, I needed one and I didn't have all the money for one. And man, thank God for pawn shops.
Right.
I got some pretty good deals on some really good laptops.
Well, the good thing is if I do go to a secondhand place to get one, there is a place that's not too far from here that they do improvements on computers and stuff.
Right.
Copy something.
Right. They
I can't
can,
remember.
if it's things like check and see if it's got any extra space for another RAM stick. The more RAM you have in your device, the better it will roll on these live streams.
Well, the thing is that what I do is I get at least the highest that I can get for the windows, and that'd probably help me out a lot.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna go in and see who's talking in chat.
Cammed up caveman came in. Hey. Kim says her local news says that it will be the coldest Halloween in several years.
Yeah,
I just, as a parent who had to go through it, I'm just saying, get you some, mom and dad. It's your turn. I think those were, looking back over the kids' Halloweens, those were the biggest, best times we had was the cold nights or the rainy nights. And
right.
I mean, my kids worked hard for their candy. They didn't give up. It didn't matter what the weather was doing. But that's like
Kim, I'll
part of
bet you all you need to do is put a new processor in your laptop, and I'll bet you that thing will run really good after that.
possibly, yeah.
You
A
just need to
pro
get it upgraded, and it's
oh,
really not that. It's under $100 to get it done.
that's not a bad price.
No, it isn't. That's why I figured if I go get one, I could take it down there to that place I was telling you about,
Mhm.
get it put in, and my God, I'd probably have better uh picture. I'd probably have better communication. And then I'd
Well,
have to start like Buddy getting all the soundboards and all this other crap too.
a laptop should have all that in it. Only if you're building a desktop is it kind of all pieced out.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So what have you been doing here, back? Who just came in here? Caveman?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Hi, caveman.
Do I look rough this morning, Mouse? You'll tell me the truth. You will too, won't you, everybody?
No, you look
Sure.
good. I don't see no Betty head cowlicks. You look good. You look good.
I could use a shave, but other than that, I
could
could
use
have
a
come up
ball
from
wax,
makeup though.
but
I'll be right back.
no.
All right.
God damn, I don't know why people treat people like shit. You know?
What?
I don't know. I'm just ranting there, Beck.
Would somebody give you a hard time this weekend?
Oh, fuck. You don't even know. You don't even know. Not this weekend. Just last night.
Oh, freaking
Oh, it's
people.
Comcast. They have that up in Maryland. I don't know where you're from, Kim, but up in Maryland they have that. Comcast. I think I've had them all at one time. You remember old cable boxes, Hairbad, that came out back
Yeah,
in the day?
yeah, like when they first came out, they had them push button things.
Well, no, this was a dial, and it was numbered like fucking, I don't know, 1 to 100 or something, 99.
I remember them, yeah. And do you remember when it first came out that the reason that they made you pay for it was because you didn't have to watch commercials? Whatever the hell happened to that idea?
Big money bought it out, man.
Yeah, I know. Right.
That's all I can explain on that. I mean,
It's because of advertisement. The world of advertisement will put an advertisement anywhere, and then charge for it. It's their money.
If I can figure a way to hook up all my stuff here through the phone, I'd be fucking rocking it. But I ain't that good at all this shit, Mouse.
I don't think a phone can hold it all, but
Everybody was
Yeah, they're
helping.
saying Comcast is a pretty bad internet provider.
yeah, they come and go, and they dominate the area, kind of
Well,
monopolize. That's what we're mad at Comcast for right now, is because where we are, there's not very many internet providers, and they've kind of monopolized the scene here. And so we're all dependent on whether they want to work or not that day, because some days
Right.
it's good, some days it's bad.
Some days it's good, some days it's bad. Well, there you go, Hairback. Good morning to you, sir.
There he is. There's his eyes.
Kim
Now he can
Burris.
see.
Kim Burris just said something that really makes a lot of sense. I
Go
think
ahead, you're
people need to learn what respect is. I got so mad at kids today. They think they're in charge because parents don't have any power anymore. Government took it away. And I agree 100%.
right.
Now I've talked about that at great lengths. That was, and it wasn't so much the government. You got to include the change of times in that. We were navigating a world where we had decided that corporal punishment in the household wasn't maybe the best option. And so we were that bunch of parents that had to step out, that it became illegal to spank your child. So we had to navigate
Hold on.
parenting these kids without the tools that our parents gave us to parent with,
Right.
because we weren't allowed to parent the way our parents, and then during that time, like I said,
Shit,
it
my
was the
camera's
discussion
still
of
on. Here, man, I'm
taking,
getting fucking clothes off here, and I'm still on camera.
woo.
Okay, I'll just bend over. We're good.
Hey, PDF, how are you? How's Florida?
Poor dirt farmer. How
Hey,
you
Port
doing,
Durham farmer.
bud? Thanks for all the kind words yesterday. That was really nice. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know, folks. But to give y'all the Halloween deal tomorrow night. If y'all, Mouse, I know
It's,
you dress up for Halloween, don't you, hon?
I don't know if I will this year or not. I'm still thinking about it.
Y'all guess what I'm gonna dress up like tomorrow night?
Fruitcake lady.
Yeah. The TFL.
Good morning, Sierra J.
What'd you say, Mouse? TFL?
Yeah.
Oh,
TFL.
no. And I'll be putting this together probably in the afternoon, so I'll be ready for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I guess that guess was a little bit too obvious.
I sang a song about him on my shorts.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay.
It's fucking gonna be a fucking hoot.
Ooh, I'm gonna go wash my hair and let it air dry today.
I gotta learn how to get hair stuck inside of a hat. That's all I need to do.
The LT prod wants to know if it's Alice Cooper.
He acts as dumb as Alice Cooper does sometimes, but
Okay, the Australian Alice Cooper.
he tipped his hat to that lady, son. When he did, all that hair fell out from underneath. All right, folks, nothing to see here. Move along.
I don't know. It's still the best freeze game of the year, man.
It's going to be a blast. So y'all tune in. Lurkers up there, spread the word. There's going to be something going on. I was going to have vampires on here and every damn thing, but
Jackie, how in the hell are you, my man?
Can we call it Reekin, Shane?
It's good to see you. I hope everything's going good for you, Jackie.
Hey,
Good.
Jackie.
And how's the wife over there, Jackie? How you doing? Let Tony know we said hello and we're thinking about her over
Yes,
here.
please
Town.
do.
Very lovely young lady. That's, I seem like I'm a little out of it. It might be because I am, but it's a beautiful day here. Though, what's the temperature there on the mountain, Mouse?
I don't know. Let me check.
Holy shit!
I hadn't really cracked the door this morning. Cracked the window to see. I know it's pretty cold
It's
last
supposed to be
night.
like 85 or some shit.
Oh, that would be great. We got down into the 40s last night, so it was pretty nippy.
Right.
And we're
Hello,
holding
Linda. Sucked it.
it's at 62. That's going to be, 64 is our high today. It's already down to 62 and it's falling. So it's going to be cold again tonight.
That's a hell of a name.
What's that?
Linda sucked it.
Keep an eye on Linda.
I can't. I have to do this. I have to do this.
What was it?
I love you long time.
Oh, she stuck it up there. Look at there. What was
Thank
that?
you, Linda.
What does it say?
I love you long time.
I love you long time.
Yeah, like in the
leave now.
movie. Oh, I love you long time. $5.
Here we go, folks. It's starting up now.
Welcome in, Jody.
No. You not buy, you get out of the store. You not buy, you leave. Leave the store.
You'll be here for an hour. You leave now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Them her
You want to
beef
hear a
stores.
true you want to hear a true story that happened?
I
I
would love
never
it.
laughed so hard in my life. Went up to Toronto one year with my buddy. We go into this Chinese store and we're
Right.
just looking around and they got these little musical things called juice harps.
Yeah.
And he asked the guy, "Can I see your juice harp?" He goes, "No juice harp. Just Cheerios." What the hell was it? Oh, Lucky Charm Cheerios.
Yeah.
We started laughing. His wife came around the corner with the broom and chased us out of the store.
Linda,
Oh
that's
my
a
God, it
beautiful
was
thing.
hilarious.
Okay, let's back up and explain to me why you had to go to Canada to shop.
We didn't have to. We just took a trip up there. I can't even remember what for, but we took a trip up there.
Jody, the catfish and pontoon girl. Well, I might have gone fishing. Oh my God. Oh, Jody and me went fishing on a boat one time. Well, I was there watching her fish. But yeah, she's a fantastic person. Y'all got a link or something to your channels down there? Don't be shy about posting them. I'm all for it. It takes one another to get where we need to be and where we want to go, I think.
It does. We've talked about it. The science of it is the old adage that you're stealing my subs is a false. That's a false sense. It really is.
It really is. It really is.
We share subs whether we like it or not. I mean, there only so many people come on YouTube. The certain people that have a YouTube account come back to YouTube.
Right.
And that's all we got, right? Like we're not reaching out of YouTube and pulling anybody else in.
Once again, welcome to Buddy's Roadhouse Live with Mouse and Hairbag in the morning.
A 63-pound blue catfish. Are you kidding, Jody?
Shit.
Wow.
That thing would eat me.
Wow, that's pretty good. Were you noodling or were you just regular pole fishing?
That takes a sturdy string to pull out right there.
Oh my God, I guess.
Son of a bitch. I didn't
Are
go
you
to
gonna
Harriman.
eat it? Are you gonna eat that catfish?
Ew.
Jody turned him
Ew.
loose.
I smack you. Catfish is the best fish to eat.
Well, I guess you like eating shit then, huh?
Oh no.
That's what they eat on the bottom, dead things.
Oh,
It's-
snap.
and a cow will eat anything, hairbag. Come on.
Oh, wow. Rod and reel she brought it in with.
Wow.
Awesome.
If somebody would
I'm,
like to
I'm
do
just
that,
assuming it's a woman.
mouse drop that link.
I'm sorry if you're not.
Say that again, buddy. Sorry.
He said drop that link again.
The StreamYard link.
I guess.
Okay. Hey, Molly.
Hi, Molly. Welcome in.
Yeah, I need to change that. There. Don't forget, if you would like to donate to Buddy String Fund, you can super chat, super sticker, or you can cash out him at $ guitar magnet or
Oh my
PayPal
God.
at bubbachase1023gmail.com. Now y'all got me hungry for catfish fries. Shoot, that used to be an every Friday thing back in West Texas.
Jody, how long did it take you to bring it in?
I bet that took a while. Corn, huh?
And French fries.
We've used those little Vienna sausage weenies before. But we live in a place where, there's legendary stories about some whopper catfish way down there that could probably like eat a bus and whatnot.
Wow, it only took her 8 minutes to bring that fish in. I
She
would
said
have thought maybe close to 20 minutes.
she said she was in the current, which made it even harder.
Even
Golly.
harder. Yeah.
Did Buddy wander off again?
I guess. Looks like you and me only, Mouse. I knew we needed to do a live, damn it.
I know, he took my morning show, didn't he? Speaking of, I need to go finish me a cup of that. You hold it down for just a minute?
Sure.
All right.
Sure. And when she gets done, I'm going to go get one. Yeah, you'd need some sturdy fishing gear for a fish that size. Holy crap. I remember one time we were fishing up at this reservoir, and me and my brothers, and they would verify this. We caught some calicos that were like 18 inches long, 6 to 7 inches wide, and about 14 inches tall. And we caught 3 of them, and they were all spitting out baby calicos, crappie, whatever you want to call them. I love fishing. I do. I love it. I can imagine carrying a fish that size back to the car. Holy crap.
All right, I'm back. Thank you, Hair.
Okay. I'm gonna go get me one now.
Okay.
I
see we
will
found.
be right back.
Okay. LT says we found a warm water outlet coming out of a paper mill on the river. The fish loved it. First of all, paper mills have a horrid smell. That I remember. But is it safe to catch fish outside of a mill like that? I mean, is it toxic? Jody says, she fought one fish for 25 minutes and lost it, popped the hook. See, that's me. If not, I'll break the string. I've done that so many times. Kim says, late husband used to fish all the time. We had catfish, bass, crappie, and bluegill in the freezer. Ooh, that sounds good. Good morning, Izzy. Good to see you. You didn't eat them, LT? I don't know if I could. That would be a good winter spot because the water would still be warm. How are you this morning, Izzy? It's good to see you. We got Buddy out wandering. I think he wandered off. Hairbag went to fetch some coffee. I started my coffee a little late, but it is good this morning. Well, I hope you feel better, Izzy. I look forward to that stream. I hope you do feel better. I think everybody just kind of had a restful weekend. I think we all kind of hung back over the weekend and got some rest. Some much needed rest. Because, guys, man, these winter months are closing in fast. We got to get all that summer fun out and over with. get settled back into our winter routines and our winter shows. Because that's what we do when it gets cold. We stay home and flip on YouTube. You wrote a Halloween story, Izzy. Are you going to post that? I definitely look forward to that. Kim, I agree. I think we all feel kind of sluggish. I don't know if it's the cold setting in or the allergies that are, the fall allergies, the molds, and 7 deadly sins. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, fun. That'll be a nice Halloween treat, Izzy. I look forward to that. If everybody in chat, y'all run over to Izzy's and sub up. We have a lot of fun over there. But a Halloween story, that sounds fun. Let me see if I can. Let's see.
I'm almost done, Mouse.
Okay. Yes, Izzy, please drop your link. That's what I was trying to run over to check on the YouTube side. I didn't know who all had wrench. Yes, you have a wrench, Izzy. Please drop your link. Absolutely. We have all kinds of fun Halloween stuff going on up on the other side of my neighborhood here on YouTube. There's several Halloween parties going on, some costume parties. And there is even was it Harley Dad or Machinius? One of them did a live and they all carved pumpkins. That was a lot of fun. And that's a good replay. Definitely, y'all go over and sub up to Izzy and enjoy her Halloween story time today. It's going to be good. Both of them did. That's what I thought. I couldn't remember which one was it. I was thinking it was Machinius, but I couldn't remember. I'm sorry, and that's my bad. I should pay more attention. But everybody's really getting into the Halloween spirit. Everybody's doing some really cool Halloween lives, dressing up, karaoke's.
Hi, Izzy.
So I did see both of them. Okay, that's okay. I see now. LT, yeah, it was a collaboration, and I know I think the Vicks were there. It was a really good live. It really was. It was fun. Yeah, Saturday. Well, we adore you too over here, Izzy. You know that. How'd your team come out this weekend, Airbag?
What's that?
Did your team play this weekend?
Yeah, they won, but it wasn't this weekend. They played Thursday. Hi, Queen
Oh.
Nessie.
Well, hello, Queen Nessie. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you?
Yeah, I seen her in another chat today.
Yeah, LT, that's right. Yeah, and traveling foods. Oh, that sounds cool, Kim. She says there's a house about 4 blocks from her that does this awesome light show. You tune into a radio station to hear the music, and the lights are all timed with it.
They do
I'm just,
that around here too.
that's cool.
There's a place up near Buffalo where they have a whole block that are into that kind of decorations for Halloween. They do the same thing. You drive around, tune your radio to a certain station, and like he said or she said, it is timed out to the lights, and
Uh-huh.
then you get further down, and as they go, I guess the story starts, and then all the decorations, I guess, that are mechanical go along with it. And it's
Cool.
really cool.
That sounds neat.
It is. It's awesome. As you can tell, I am having a problem talking this morning.
Well, it's okay. I was going to try to pin that link to the top of the chat, but I can't get it to. I can't seem to pin it. Yeah, the racetrack in Bristol does that, TP or LT, sorry. The racetrack in Bristol gets all lit up and has a whole light show, and that's actually the only time you're ever allowed to go into the racetrack and drive on the track. So that's always cool. And they've got the lights all the way around the racetrack.
That's where it was this week, wasn't it?
In Bristol?
Yeah.
Probably not at this time. They'll do it over Christmas.
Oh, I could have swore. Maybe I'm
They,
wrong. I know it was
they
a
could
short
have.
track, and I know Bristol's a short track.
They could have. I didn't hear anything about it. They could have, but I don't know. Usually they do it once in December. It just depends on if there are any of the races coming through at this time
Oh,
that need the track. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I was trying to think. It's September and August and April. So if there's any races, it's the smaller races.
Just so you guys know.
There's that cup. I love that cup. LT says they do it in New Hampshire too. I think it's the same owners.
I went through a haunted house out in Phoenix. What they claim is a haunted house around here, no. This thing was amazing.
They've got one over in Morristown, Tennessee that they have every year. And what they did was they went out and bought up the whole property, this huge house, and a few acres with it, even enough for the parking lot. But it's so huge, it's the whole house. It's such an attraction.
Wow.
It's one of those great big ones. And they spend
Well,
all year getting it together and then open it like the month of October and run
yeah,
it for about a month.
the one thing they did that I thought was amazing, when you walked in, they gave you 3D glasses because there's parts of it that are all in 3D.
Does it have the same spook effect when you see it on a screen?
I
You know,
don't think so.
I'm like, I'm trying to walk through it in my head here, and that's kind of cheesy. Like, I need it to, like, really make me feel like it's jumping out at me, not like 3D style on TV, but I guess if it works, it's a good way to stay out of the lawsuits.
Yeah, right.
But, yeah, they've got Frightmare Manor over in Morristown, Tennessee. Some of y'all ought to look that up. It's a great big thing.
Excuse me. Wow.
I didn't know that, LT. I'm going to look into that. I didn't realize that. This is 2 companies on almost the tracks in NASCAR.
Yeah, I seen that.
Well, the name Niswonger around here, it's kind of hard to believe he doesn't have a hand in that, because he's got a hand in everything locally. The hospitals, even one of the theaters that they have concerts and, that they hold concerts and stuff like that in.
Right.
Niswonger's got his hand in everything out here. I just assumed he would have part hand in the track in Bristol.
Why not? I mean, if he's got his hand in everything else, he might as well.
Yeah. He allegedly, in my opinion, and all the words that go with that crap, messed up our hospitals here. He got too rich for his own good. He played on too many of the hospital boards, and now all of our hospitals are empty. That's putting a big strain on the community out here. That's, kind of a big issue. Is we had 2
Yeah.
fully functioning hospitals in town, and Niswonger did some mingling and some arm waving, and it turned into Ballard Health, and there's nothing there. There's the doctor, no specialist, no lab. Everything's outsourced, and they completely emptied one hospital and sold it to the sheriff department.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a big yuck affair.
That's different.
Well, it started out, the state of Tennessee set out for a lawsuit on the big pharmaceutical companies over opiates. There was a baby born addicted to opiates because of how they handled the opiate crisis, right? So there was a lawsuit in the unnamed child's name against the state of Tennessee, who then it quickly became a lawsuit against Food City. And we won the lawsuit, and the money was supposed to go to that empty hospital to put a clinic in for opiate abuse. And that never made it. It got sold to the sheriff's department. The rest of the money that was won in the lawsuit somehow still ended up in the sheriff's department's hands. They bought a new trash truck, and
Well, that ain't right.
no, it was not. It was crazy. Yeah, it's our politicians have things all messed up here, and it's been that way for years.
Yeah, it's not just there. It's everywhere.
And it's able because small country town, good old boy sheriff's department and DA
Oh,
and all that. They got their own system, and they work it their way.
Oh my God.
But see, even in Tennessee, we now have 3 wheel taxes, and not a single dime of it goes to repair the roads that they charge us to drive on, because we don't have inspections. So they just keep coming up with wheel taxes to pay for stuff. The last wheel tax they implemented will go to a raise for the county clerk's office.
Does your state have a tax that's called the sin tax?
I don't know.
Ours does. That's why our taxes are so high when you buy something.
Ours are maxed. I will tell people that. They look at this state and think, wow, you don't have a state tax. Property taxes used to be fairly cheap until the last year or so. And people were flocking in here by the dozens. And then they get here and realize, well, the reason we don't have, the state tax and stuff like that, like most states, is because our sales tax is maxed out. It's 9.75%
You're
is our
higher than
tax
we
rate.
are, and I thought we were high.
Yeah, it's almost 10 cents on the dollar. It's
We
outrageous.
we have 8.5%.
Now that's not bad.
Well, that ain't good
No, I mean,
when you consider most of the states have anywhere from 3 to 5%.
wow. I didn't even know that existed out there. 3%.
Oh
That's
yeah.
shocking. Wow. They
If
do give us,
anybody in chat is from one of those states, could you please verify what I just said?
yeah, what's those tax rates out there? Like, what is the sales tax that you buy, like at the grocery store? How much tax do they add? What's the percentage?
8.5%. Oh, you're asking the people in chat?
Yeah. Well, that's a good deal, LT. 20% on it is, I mean,
That means the growers still get 80% of the proceeds, so that is good. Just think of how much money they're making though. Holy crap.
well, the cannabis industry and the taxes that it's providing is easing taxes in other categories, right? Like I talk about this will tax that they've raised 3 times. Now we pay 3 of them. If we can have the taxes off the cannabis industry, we could take down 2 of those will taxes and still pay for what it was allotted to pay for. But yeah, 20 is a lot. That's why I was like,
Yeah, it's
wow,
overregulated, all right.
20% is a lot.
They legalized it here 2 years ago, and they still haven't got the shops open.
Kim says Missouri sales tax is 6 3/4.
Okay.
And see, that's still easier than here.
There's a lot of places that it's easier than around here. Yours is the highest I've ever heard of. I thought New York had the highest taxes.
Ours is at the legal maximum limit. They have raised it as high as they're legally allowed to. And so now they've started on other things.
Is there enough industry to support that kind of tax, though?
Not really. It's not proving to. Now they're starting to want to dip in and raise property taxes to dip into that. And this is all just to fund, city employees basically to raise their pay to a living wage.
Wow.
But it's the hard life of a small town. That it's always been somehow, some way that way. Everybody's scratching to keep it going. Because in a small town, there's not many of us paying in to keep the town going. Less people means less, revenue to keep it going. We still have to pay cops and firefighters and teachers, police officers, and then
AMC, you're my type of person. He says, I've always grown it and smoked it. Who cares what the government says?
I don't know. I see pros and cons on what we're doing. I mean, even mid stroke, I'm seeing cons, that aren't pros. When we legalize it, the importers, the smugglers,
Mhm.
they're not getting their money on it. You know what I mean? It kills their industry, so they have to flip to a different product, which right
Yeah.
now is fentanyl, and that's scary. We don't want that over here.
No.
We don't want that being replaced on that market,
I don't know how they even let that shit out. I really don't.
Well, it's not that they let it. I mean, it's all on the down low. It's being made in somebody's garage or shed or bunker
But it had
or,
to come from somewhere, because isn't that the same stuff that killed Michael Jackson?
well, that's what I'm saying, Hairbag. Now that there's no reason for all the marijuana to be floating in, they're going to gain more money by smuggling in fentanyl. It's a cheaper product. It's a quicker return. You can make your little crappy fentanyl pill faster than you can grow a plant.
Yeah, but that shit's killing people, and
It
I don't
is,
see
but
how.
we're the ones that care, not them. Not those countries that are smuggling it,
Oh,
out.
yeah, that's
They
true.
don't care. All
That's
I'm
true.
saying is I see that as a con. I see that as something we need to keep our eyes on when we do this nationwide flip to legalization. That's going to be an effect of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we have to prepare for that. We have to think ahead for that. We don't want that here.
Remember the good old days when everybody thought heroin was the worst thing out there?
Mm,
Look at it now. It ain't.
Yep.
It's fentanyl and all. Oh, what's that other shit? I suppose if I did it, I'd be able to remember it. But methamphetamines.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Really?
And that's an ugly monster. Gosh. Massachusetts voters voted to lower sales tax from 6.75 to 5%, and the legislator wouldn't lower it.
Hi, Sasha. Good to see you. Since you came in, I'm going to do you a favor, young lady. Hi.
Sausage Jade, that's all for you.
How you doing, sweetie?
That is true, AMC. And it already is. There's medications and things that are already wrapped up in that. Ginseng. Ginseng is such a controversial and complex industry with laws about it. And it's a root found in the ground, but there's laws about it.
Well, that's like marijuana. There's laws about that, and it's a weed. Give me a break.
Well, it's not illegal to ingest ginseng. It's not illegal to have it. It becomes illegal of where you hunt it.
I wouldn't know what to look for even if I did find it.
we had a couple of kids a couple of years back. Well, no, it was a father and a son actually. And they got out, in the Smoky Mountains out here in the national forest, and they were hunting for it. Well, it is illegal out there to hunt for it. You're not supposed to dig it up. You're not supposed to mess with it. It's in the national forest, right? Well, they're out there hunting for it, and somehow the two get separated. So the dad decides, he's got to help to look for his son, right?
Yeah.
Well, that means talking to the authorities, calling the authorities, the rangers, what have you. And now he's got to explain while they were out where they were. Yeah, tell me you're hunting for ginseng without telling me you're hunting for ginseng, right?
Yeah, right.
It went on for 2 days. And, they went out and helped him. They searched, found his boy, and then finally came to the truth and ended up getting arrested because they had to admit they were out there when they got lost. They were out there hunting for ginseng. Hey, Nils.
Iron Wolf, welcome in.
And he's got a good point because that really is the formula there. If they can't regulate it, tax it, or earn some type of revenue from natural medicines, they deem it illegal. And that is
Yeah,
true.
that
I
is
believe that.
true. Yep.
That's big pharma keeping us down, you know.
Well, here's the thing. Years ago, they did find a cure for cancer. But the thing is, if they told everybody, they wouldn't make any money off it because it's off of something that you can go out and readily get. I don't know what it is.
And that to me, yeah, I mean, that to me is something people need to, if we're going to go woke, let's go woke with the medical industry, right? Instead of politics, let's go woke. You know, when you have a disease, something is malfunctioning in your body, you know, an organ, a chemical, a hormone, yeah, whatever. But instead of fixing the issue, big pharmaceuticals would rather just you take a pill and band-aid it, you know,
Hmm.
get rid of the symptoms instead of the issue. That's another thing yeah, Nils, you're right. Stay away from the high fructose corn syrup, but I am not diabetic. But with my body, I have found that if I use natural sugar, my body's okay with it. My body really does good on it. But when it turns artificial, my body can't take it at all. Now I know high fructose is somewhat natural, but the companies are adding natural sweeteners and stuff to foods these days and drinks. But my body can't handle the artificial. Those things they pack up in your kidneys and your liver, and your body doesn't know how to process it, doesn't know what to do with it, so it just stores it as junk.
Excuse me.
I think Sasha's behind. She's still
Yeah, I
listening,
think
buddy.
so too.
Yeah, it is
See if
cheaper than
you,
sugar.
yeah, maybe she'll see if she's behind. If she
She'll
is,
catch
she'll
up with
probably
us in
go,
a minute.
OMG, I was.
And when she gets to this part, she'll speed up.
Yeah.
Exactly right, LT, and thankfully they didn't. But it being on the natural side, it was hard for them to keep it, you know. Right, Nels, if the FDA says it's good for you, don't consume it. I've just gone back to more basic foods. I mean, I'll still eat a little Debbie every now and then, don't get me wrong. A fudge round is always best at 10 o'clock at night. Hey, Yoper girl. But I try to eat more natural. The less processed to the food, the better.
Hello, you regret gal.
That's like me and Buddy have argued over, going next door and buying eggs versus buying eggs at the grocery store. And it kind of grosses Buddy out. He's like, "Ooh, no, I don't know where, ooh, no." I'm telling him, let me tell you, the ones in the grocery store, you don't know where they came from and you don't know how long they've sat there. And they are the exact same eggs that you would go next door and buy fresh. I would rather go next door and buy them fresh.
Niles, I'll tell you what, if you think you were ranting, that ain't a rant. You were giving your good opinion And that's exactly what it was.
That was the softest rant, Nils. Come on. No, I'm just playing. Nils rants softly. Oh, that was something weird they did out here in the eastern part of the state a few years ago when the biofuel thing started. You know, when they were going to make all the biofuel,
Yep, yep.
all the farmers out here kind of grabbed onto that program, and it was really simple. You know, there wasn't a product to harvest, there wasn't a product to store and move in that sense. And the way this program works, right? The government would subsidize you in your farmland. They would come in with their own companies. They would plow and plant the corn. But it wasn't just any corn. It was like the most bio basic corn you could grow. There wasn't even a taste to it. I even talked to one of the farmers, and he would. I remember he told me one day, he said, "Don't steal that corn. It don't taste good." But then they let it grow in the fields, and some of them they have this option that they can also use this land as kind of a holiday Halloween thing. Some of them have gone in and laser cut the corn mazes. And, you know, they'll run
Oh,
that through the holiday season, the corn mazes, and
yep,
dazzle them
yep.
up. And they even pay for this, not the farmer, but this program. And then at the end of it, when the corn is old and it dies off and it starts turning brown, it's still there. Then this program brings in these guys and these harvesters, and they cut the stalk about an inch off the ground. Stalk and all, not just harvest the corn out of it, but cut it stalk and all
Right.
and grind it up. And that, you know, it was being used for
Silage?
no, for the biofuel
Oh,
that they were
okay.
going to put
All
in these
right.
bio cars. And man, these farmers had so much fun with this program, and they all made really a lot of money. And they never had to. They didn't have to throw pesticides. They didn't have to touch the field all season long. Just watch it grow. That was it. And still made a killing off their land.
Sasha wants to know what Niles has on his farm, E-I-E-I-O.
I don't know if I've ever seen animals on Nils.
Well, that's probably why she asked what's on his farm.
Well, he said he had one. Interesting. I didn't know that, Nils. Cool. Is Buddy coming back?
Good question. Christ, he's been gone for what, 25 minutes maybe? Pretty darn close, if not.
Nils has Highland cattle, Nubian goats for dairy, and chickens, and then the garden. And that's
I'm
Nils.
beginning to wonder, LT.
Nils, you're already 2 steps ahead of many of us, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
There it is. Sasha.
We thought so, Sasha. We thought so. Yeah, my son wanted a farm when he grew up. But to be able to do that, you got to have a real good job to get the money to be able to buy one. And then there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to make it work.
It's okay, Saucy J. We knew you'd catch up eventually. That's cute. No,
That's all
self-sustaining
right,
is something
sweetie.
that,
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
I remember growing up, the thought of self-sustaining was just like weird. That was like culty or something, like something cults did, self-sustaining.
Yeah,
But in this day and time, that's more and more the desire is to be self-sustaining in your own land. And I would advise, young couples, when you're talking about the future and what you should shoot for, man, a piece of land is to own a piece of land, to grab a piece of land is your best bet.
yeah. Hey, Kim Burris said it's not working, Mouse. It goes to your channel.
Oh, huh.
I wonder if you put down the wrong one.
Hi, my code people.
Hey, he's back.
You think? I don't know.
That's a StreamYard link. It shouldn't go to my channel.
Now somebody just came up. I don't know who it is.
There she is. I got it.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. How are you, sweetheart? Good morning, hairbag. Hey, Mouse.
Hi,
Hello, Kim.
I
Kim. How are
was
you?
listening to you guys talking about the how they control our drugs and medications and everything, and you're
Yeah.
talking about diabetes. I was married to a Marine for 30 years and 17 days before his watch ended. He was a diabetic, courtesy of service in Vietnam. His doctors told him, and they couldn't put him on insulin because then it dropped his sugars way too low, even on the lowest amount they could put him on. And they said, that's going to do him more harm than not treating this at all. So just control his diet. They said the number one thing to not do was to use artificial sweeteners of any kind. They said they actually are formulated to make you crave sugar, and that's bad. I said, okay. I said, this man is a coffee drinker. He's got to have something sweet. They said, for coffee in the mornings, Splenda is fine, but no more than 2 packets of it. He said, okay, said I can do that. And so we started watching. It took me about 6 months, but we got his sugars down from an over 350 point at fasting to about 185 to 200 fasting, and his A1Cs went down. His doctors were amazed. And they asked him, they said, how on earth did you do this? He pointed at me and he said, ask Ma, she's the one in charge. And his doctor laughed and I said, I'm controlling his diet. I relearned how to cook. Okay, also in this process, they found that I cannot tolerate artificial sugar, artificial sweeteners. It causes migraine headaches.
Right.
And I'm not willing to do that. Well, because of some health issues earlier, I had been given, every time that I had a pain, doctors kept recommending Tylenol, Tylenol, Tylenol. Tylenol can kill you. It builds up in your liver to the point that it does damage, which then causes high cholesterol. Then they want to put you on drugs to control the cholesterol.
Yeah.
Your student here is allergic to statins.
Oh,
The statins are all based with soy, which is cattle feed. I am also allergic to soy. So I've got doctors ranting and raving, you got to get your cholesterol down. You got to do this. You got to do that. And I'm like, y'all know what? Would you willingly put something in your body that you know is either going to put you in a critical care unit or kill you? They said, no. I said, then why are you asking me to do it? They finally backed off. My cholesterol readings are still way too high. And I even had one doctor tell me, she said, well, you've got to do something about your diet. You need to be eating this, you need to be eating that. I said, Doc, It is, I wasn't supposed to have bacon or eggs or, no red meat and all this. I was like,
Right.
Doc, I am a carnivore. I am going to eat meat. I am going to consume eggs. I am going to eat dairy. It is not the food you eat that causes the cholesterol problem. She said, yes, it is. I said, no, it isn't. It is the fact that you eat too many carbohydrates that you don't work off for your body to digest it and get rid of it.
Holy shit, Kim.
That extra carbohydrates. Hi, buddy. Those extra carbs build up in your liver because it doesn't know what to do with them. So
Right.
your liver says, we'll turn this into fat and cholesterol. There you go.
Came up and threw the
Yep.
dirt on old Buddy Roadhouse here now.
Do you feel persecuted about your diet, buddy?
She's saying my shit.
Oh, no. I found a product that I can use that works just like the soy sauce because I love soy sauce and stuff.
I'm drinking the shit out of the bottle, smoking cigarettes, fucking probably ain't lived nothing heavier than a Coke can in the last fucking 3 years. But I feel great. I feel great.
That's good. That's good. You are blessed to not have these allergies that I deal with. Because I tell you, you'd be amazed what they sneak soy ingredients into, and they hide it.
Yeah.
And I was buying different products, and all of a sudden I'd be getting sick, and I was like, I've been using this for a long time. What are they doing? I had to start looking up the chemical names for soy. And that's what they were putting on the ingredient list. And I was like, aha, gotcha.
Yeah.
And so when these doctors are trying to tell me, oh, you need to take this drug or you need to take that drug. Yeah, well, read your ingredient list before you tell your patients to take it.
Well, they ought to
Sure.
get a
And
drug that messes you up so bad that you don't worry about nothing. Then you'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of my issue is that if I get a hold of something that I'm allergic to,
All right.
I either get humongous blisters in my mouth or I have an ulcer that acts up and I can't eat. And then when I do eat, I gain weight instead of losing it. And I'm like, and I've got a cardiologist telling me it's plain to see you have a thyroid issue. Why isn't it being treated? Yeah, well, when your numbers are a certain number, the government says they can't
Right.
because thyroid is highly controlled. And I'm like, you don't want to control anything else, but you think you need to control a necessary medication. That's just like trying to control insulin. I'm like, come on, people,
Well, see,
get a clue.
I think all this stems from childhood. What we are put in front of us
Yeah.
told to eat. All these diseases are set in our bodies at that particular, I believe, at that time.
That has a lot to do with it.
We were told do this and do that. And next thing you know, that I don't know how many times I watched the nightly news and they came up, well, this is known to cause cancer. There, fucking Walter Cronkite telling me the bad news.
Yeah.
But I probably ain't the healthiest eater. I know that. Well, that's a given. And my salt intake, I love salt. I don't think I could live. I could be like a rat and just fucking lick the stone and carry one around.
But even the theory of cancer itself has changed over the years. We used to believe that what formed a cancer cell was cells that regenerate, that grew back wrong, that grew back funny or different, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we learned actually that's not the truth. That is not what causes cancer. What happens with cancer, it is a normal cell that does not die.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't go through its life process of generate and then die and generate and die. Those cells begin to keep growing and not die out. And that is what starts cancer.
Why is that such a fucking worldwide problem to solving the shit?
That's what I'm saying.
That
So
sounds like if you figure that out, Mouse, well, damn, I think you ought to call the CDC and shit and let them know what you stumbled onto. But hold on, here comes a jet.
But so, in dealing it in how we treat cancer, it's still killing off the cell. That is still the point, is to kill off the cell that is creating cancer, that grows into cancer. But understanding that something along the line has created something that malfunctioned, whether it be something we ate, something we, breathed in environmentally, touching lead, who knows? But to go back to the root problem and understand it's a cell, a normal cell that then doesn't die, is where we should restart. Rethink how our cells are supposed to react and treat it that way. Because even now that we've seen, cancer is not a cell that grows wrong, is a normal cell that refuses to die, but we haven't changed treatment. We haven't changed how we treat it.
Yeah. And I know I have a very close friend. We started school together when we were in the 4th grade out in Denver, Colorado. We are still very, very close. And she is battling breast cancer. She just had surgery for a mastectomy, and they started her on chemo 3 or 4 months ago, because the kind that she had was a rapidly growing, and they were afraid that if they didn't start treating it, that it would metastasize. Uh-oh, there's an echo.
There, I got
What
it.
happened?
I got it.
But she's out of the hospital and home, and she's still undergoing some chemo, but she said that the thing that she notices the most is that some of the worst pain has stopped now. But she said, I don't know where they're going from here. And I have another friend out there in Denver that her cancer she is stage 4, but she is on one of the drugs that slows it down. And so she is continuing to get along okay, but Marilyn has battled it twice. I've lost 3 other classmates in the last 5 years to breast cancer.
Wow.
There were about 8 of us that we were just really good friends, and there are only 3 of us left now.
Wow. Have y'all had the discussion of where and when, maybe?
Not really. The area that we lived in out in Denver was just a few miles from, the name of it used to be the Martin Marietta plant, and it was a chemical processing plant.
Right.
And the wind would blow all of their smoke and all that kind of stuff right over the area where we all lived. And there's a tremendous incidence of breast cancer, stomach cancer, and female cancers. Very little colon cancer, though. But it affected women a lot more than it did the men. The men who developed cancers, it was either stomach or liver.
Wow.
And it was just very, very odd. But the women, we just kind of got it all. And of that group of 8, I'm the only one that's never been diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, bless
I
you.
had surgery a year ago, October 27th, because they detected a mass in September, and it was rapidly growing. And of course, they sent me to an oncologist, and she said, you've got to have surgery. We got to get everything out of there. You've got to have a complete hysterectomy. I said, fine, go for it. I'm 67 years old. Get it out of there. I'm tired of messing with it.
Right.
And so they did it. Absolutely no cancer found. None whatsoever.
Fascinating. God bless
so
you.
I'm like, I am so blessed to even be here. They almost lost me twice on the operating table.
Oh goodness.
And I was so far gone at one point that they had the crash cart ready to go.
Mm.
And before they could get the paddles on my chest, my heart started beating again, perfectly normal, no problems at all. And they said that never happens. It always takes time for it to build up. And I said, well, you know, you weren't the only ones in charge in the operating room.
Exactly.
I know who was, and he had it in control, let me tell you. And I've questioned him a few times, but I'm still here. So.
My father was diagnosed almost a year and a half ago with lung cancer. And thankfully we did find it early enough, and it started with the pain on kind of up under his underarm on his side.
Y'all, I'm gonna have something before this live stream, and I'm checking myself everywhere now. That's it. I'm a hyper-fucking-chondriac.
And mind you,
I think I feel something down on my foot, y'all. What do y'all think that is? Should I go to the doctor?
it's just a
A bunion or a corn?
I think I stepped on my dog's bone. I think I got a, but I could get gangrene, and then they cut my damn leg off. Something ain't gonna go right for me.
Oh, buddy.
His whole family he's lost to cancer. He's the only one.
Oh, my.
And so when the diagnosis came in, it was a panic. The whole family, you know. We opted out of doing the surgery and went into chemo and radiation. Straight into it. And he did fantastic. And it's gone. Now they have him on a immunotherapy. I'm echoing, buddy, through you. Okay, that got it.
I don't mean to do it, but how do I fix that?
Have we got YouTube?
Hold on. Let me see. Probably. I got everything on. Let me go out and come back. Hold on.
All right.
I know there's a lot of cancer on both sides of my family. But I haven't been diagnosed with it.
Let's see. There. That's better. Sorry, guys. But yeah, he's now going through the immunotherapy. He's got like 4 months left of it.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, he's all clear. So,
that's good.
Today when we get that, that C word diagnosis, as scary as it is, at least now we have a lot more hope than they did even 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My youngest daughter, 7 years ago, her youngest daughter was born. And, of course, Rachel had an epidural, and for some reason it didn't work. Well, then after the baby was born, Rachel just kept feeling numbness in her legs, and they couldn't figure out what was going on. Well, come to find out, she was leaking spinal fluid.
Oh.
When they did the epidural, normally your spinal, that column will heal on its own. Well, it didn't in her, so they had to do what's called the blood patch. They drew out some of her blood and then re-injected it through a tube. But the idiot that did it put in 10 times the amount of blood that they were supposed to. The blood all coagulated at the base of her spine and was slowly crippling her. They rushed her to a hospital in St. Louis, Barnes Jewish Hospital, and rushed her into surgery within 15 minutes of her arrival. She's walking today. They took out what they thought were cysts at the base of her spine. Which was why the epidural hadn't worked right. They got all of the tests back, and it was cancer. She was only 24 years old,
Oh my
And
goodness.
Can I
she
tell
went
my-
through all the treatments. They had it taken care of. And 6 months after she was cleared, it came back. She fought it again, and she is still here. She is cancer free now for 5 years. She is walking, but
Wow.
she's on some pretty strong medications to keep those nerves functioning and everything. But
Right.
she's walking, and she had a baby boy a year ago,
Oh
and
wow.
which they told her was completely impossible. And so, but they were still taking precautions, and she still wound up getting pregnant. So Colton was supposed to happen, and he has just been kind of the joy of everybody's life.
Amazing.
And he's just, and I had her and my 4 grandkids this weekend, and my grandkids are 10, 8, 7, and soon to be 1 year.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, I am worn out.
I bet.
Like, y'all, I am exhausted. At some point, I gotta sleep.
I hear you. I haven't got grandbabies yet, but I
Can I
just spent a month cramming a wedding together for my daughter.
Can I
So
tell you all
we're
my
Oh,
almost
tragic-
wow.
there.
Can I tell my tragic
What?
story?
You can, buddy. Go ahead.
Y'all don't mind me telling my story? Now get this. This is how the mind works. I got on a plane in Sacramento, California, jet, and on my way to St. Louis, I read the magazines and I got into this one article about diabetes and diabetic. Did you know by the time the plane landed, I had that disease and went right to the doctor?
Sure of it, huh?
I
Well,
convinced
how did they
myself
treat
I
it?
was a type 2 fucking insulin dependent diabetic.
What did they treat it with, insulin or a Snickers bar?
A psychologist.
Good idea.
But yeah, I mean, your mind can play tricks on you. I wake up in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody wakes up at our age and just stands up and go, "Oh, I feel great." I mean, it's just
Mhm.
not going to happen that way.
Yeah.
But we move a little slower. We get through it. But I mean, but one thing I will not bitch about me getting older. I think everyone, all of us, are doing fine for what we've been through. We've seen a lot of stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Was like somebody asked me not very long ago, they said, "Why don't you dye your hair?" I said, "Why?" They said, "Well, all of that white." I said, "Hey, I want you to know I've earned every one of these things. Quite honestly, I'm keeping them.
Suit
I
you.
ain't going to
Yeah,
sell it.
single one of them.
that's right.
I
That's the living thing.
survived. I survived raising 2 daughters through all of their boyfriends and all of the trials and troubles. And now the grandkids. Yeah, I've earned every one of these. They ain't going nowhere.
Absolutely, I agree.
But did y'all feel my pain about I was an insulin diabetic
Yes.
when I landed?
Yeah.
And I can understand.
Oh, that's the one thing you can do there, LT. Do not go to diagnose your own problem. Oh,
And-
hell no, don't do
And
that. That's the
stay
one
off
mistake you can do.
TikTok. Do not self-diagnose from TikTok. That one is driving
Oh,
me
no.
nuts.
Because they're just
Oh,
like
I hate
the
TikTok.
local preacher, the WebMDs and stuff. The preacher knows exactly what to tell you to make you feel like he's talking to you. I think I discussed this with you, Mel.
Yep, we've discussed it.
Mhm.
And WebMD knows how to describe your problem and dumb it down to where you understand it, not in medical terms. To say, well, I've got it. You got it. I peed the other day and swore that I got cancer of the shit down here somewhere. And so I'm finding myself in the bathroom, of course, trying to figure out, well, no, it feels pretty deep, but I don't know, you know. But what
Yeah.
it was what was it? Oh, a penny had fallen out of my pocket or somehow and got in my underwear and stuck to my shit. And it was dark, and it was friggin' dark, and I couldn't see it. So what the fuck is this hanging off my shit? No man.
That's one
I was-
penny I don't want for your thoughts there, buddy.
But,
Oh,
but I'm
dear.
saying, I was already out for dead right then. Right then, I didn't have a chance. I was ready to call the preacher in and everything, last rites and all kinds of stuff. My head goes crazy about that, you know.
Yeah.
My late husband used to do that. And when
But I
he,
said I had a stomachache one time. I had a stomachache one time, Kim, and I said, "Oh, it just hurts. I think it's an appendix. Let me look at WebMD." You know what they told me? Them bastards told me Buddy was ovulating. I said, "Are you shitting me?" I don't know if there's a he side of WebMD, but they gave me the wrong diagnosis. And I mean, since then, I think I've had 2 periods. I don't know. You know?
either that or you are more uniquely made than you thought.
Oh, no, but LT's right. Do not diagnose your.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. 'Cause I'm telling you, you'll have the shit. There's no
Yeah.
getting around it.
I got-
You'll keep looking. You'll keep looking until you find what you want to say. Oh, there it is. Shit, I found it.
It was the TikTok even adds a layer of algorithm to it. I've got a young one who is stuck on TikTok, and everything on TikTok has to be true in her eyes. And she's self-diagnosing. And once she watches one video, 8 more just like it are going to follow it, just to reaffirm in her head.
I had Lincoln on my damn scrotum, and I thought I had some kind of disease. Nice shiny penny down there, and I'm thinking I'm on my way out. Well, that ain't right. I ain't gonna. You know what?
Lincoln on your Lulu, man.
I've actually went up to people in
Oh,
Walmart and I said, "Does this mole look suspicious?"
Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm a medical freak, y'all. Y'all didn't know that about me. I don't see songs. I try to diagnose myself in Walmart.
Okay, for some reason I can see Buddy actually doing something like that.
Yeah, but the only mole I got is right there next to my ass. So I mean, it was kind of hard to get an identification.
Show it to everybody all the way to the
Oh,
pharmacy.
dear.
Then these people,
You knocked yourself out, buddy.
Oh dear.
He overdiagnosed.
Yep. Diagnosed himself right into gone.
Here it comes.
Oh goodness. You feeling okay now, buddy?
Did you bruise anything on the way down, buddy? Are you okay? Blink twice if you need a stretcher.
That's it. I'm trying to tell you. Do not send screenshots of your wounds, your bumps, your hives.
Yeah, please no.
No.
I'm
Mm-mm.
one level
Don't do
below WebMD. Come on.
Mm.
If you got to screenshot it and ask somebody, "What do you think this is?" I think you're walking back. You don't. I don't know. You know. But some people are real free with their medical chart on YouTube. You know, people get up and say, "Well, I've had shingles run up my ass for the last month." What is beeping in here? Is that my dog?
Oh no. Hang on. It's my telephone. It's letting me know that I have a notice.
It's the doctor there, Kim.
You've missed an
I
appointment.
hope not.
You
I
missed
ain't
an
supposed to see
appointment,
it. No, I don't even have one till in December.
and your insurance card did not cover the last test.
It may be TikTok trying to schedule you in.
So they better
Dude,
not.
Let me ask y'all a serious question on this note that we're on it. Do y'all really think the medical community But actually, if you came there with a life-threatening disease like cancer, you need treatments and all that. Do you really believe that this country we live in would just say, "You ain't got no insurance, dude. You're sorry"? Do you really think that people? I mean, I don't think that anybody should be turned away, or they are turned away from getting the treatment that they need, whether they are medically insured or not.
I agree
I
it's a
don't.
problem. I
What's
know
that?
I said I agree it's a problem. I know that other countries aren't that way. Canada's not. You can always get treatment in Canada.
But do you know what doctors look at you as when you go in there complaining and shit, and you're worried about serious shit? You know what their first thought is, and a doctor told me this: we're all gonna friggin' die. What are you afraid of? You catching something? Sure, we can maybe catch it and kill it and send you back on your way. But he says when they come in here and they're all stressed out about, this growth growing out of my side like a third person, and he's like, "What are you afraid of? You're gonna die. We're all gonna die."
How about I want to do it today?
But see that I left that practice though. I went and got a new doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want you there
I
100%.
would say
Don't
so.
pull no plug on my ass either. If I'm on life support, I'll haunt every one of y'all's asses. If y'all
Yep.
I don't give a
I'll,
shit if I'm a vegetable or not. Because my
I'm not.
luck is they would
I'm
pull
not
the plug.
unplugging
I
yet.
would flatline. I'd get out of this world, and they'll say, "Well, we just figured out what was wrong with him."
I'm not unplugging you. I'm just resetting you. I'm going to see if that works.
Mouse, you kicked the damn cord right out of the wall and act like you didn't see. I know you. You would hurt me in a minute. He's suffering. Maybe I should kick the cord out. I don't care if I look like a fish on a
Don't
dock
do
sucking air.
that.
I don't care if I look like a fish on a dock sucking air to stay alive. Keep me going. Just keep me going.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Right
right.
around the corner, there could be a cure right around the corner. And I would
And
hate
that's
like hell.
me. That's what would be in my head. The question of unplug me or don't, it's
I'm
give
good
me
for
a
15,
chance
20
to.
years in hospice.
Well, give me a chance to come out of it. You know what I mean? See if I can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
a
we
few
don't know if
years
people
ago.
hear us. We don't know if they hear us talking. Well, he don't look good. We might as well just decide whether we're gonna pull the plug on it. And they don't know if these people hear you talking like that, and they can't move or nothing because they're fucking usually doped up out of their head. I'd find a way to communicate. I would have to.
Yeah,
If I
yeah,
I mean, I don't know, but that's just crazy as hell to be put in a position like that and you're laying there and everybody talking around you. Oh, well,
yeah,
maybe we should just let him go to the Lord. Bull, no. No, I'll meet him one day, but not tonight. Y'all hang on.
yeah.
Being afraid to die is just it's the thought of being dead there, Kim, disturbs me.
Yeah.
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 There are too many people in this world that have not been blessed by my presence yet.
That's
What
it.
So
is
I
it?
want to live and just continue to bless the world.
But you know
That's
what
it.
happens after death, don't y'all? Then it becomes a funeral home spectacle.
Yeah.
Then if you're laid out there and they come in, what do people normally say? You're a dead body.
Yeah, but I'm kind of looking forward to that one time that everybody has to cringe in and say, "Man, I just loved her. She was so great."
Or they say this,
I'll have to say it.
or they say this, Mouse. Oh, they did such a good job. She looks so good. She's dead, folks. You can only
What gets me is when somebody looks at the body and says, "Oh, they look like they're sleeping." Well, yeah, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
However, I don't know of very many women who went to bed with their hair perfectly styled and their makeup perfect.
With their arms crossed. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
but in
true.
all seriousness, in 2015, Of course, my mom had dealt with COPD for several years,
Mhm.
and she had gone into congestive heart failure. And in 2015, she was put in the hospital, and one of the things that they offered was, well, the doctors came in and talked to her, and they said, would you like to sign? What are your wishes? If you would suddenly start to leave this world, do you want us to resuscitate you? And she said, no, I don't.
Mm.
And so she signed the do not resuscitate. Well, she was in her 80s,
Right.
and she had a lot of other health problems. My dad had been gone since 2002.
I
And
got keep trying tattooed across my chest, Jim. But go ahead.
yeah. And mom was tired, and I could understand it. My oldest daughter was there, and she got mad at me. I said, what are you mad at me for? And she said, I can't believe you let grandma sign that thing. Why did you let her do that? I said, Beck, this could very easily be her last cognizant decision. I'm not going to take that away from her.
Right.
But why did you let her sign it? I said, Beck, for the last 3.5 years, I have heard every day, several times a day, I'm tired. I just want to go home. I said, she's ready. I'm not going to argue with her. And so he spent quite a bit. Oh, good grief. Hang on.
Okay. All right. We're here. Would you like to share that call with us? Oh, she's done.
Show and tell.
Why
I
not?
don't know, but I mean, it doesn't. I guess it kind of always comes down in that moment to the person dying or the people living, right? I mean,
Oh shit.
to do not resuscitate would be to choose the person
They're
dying
back.
and their wishes.
Hey, I had a phone call. Sorry, guys.
I want you to keep trying everything you can throw at me. If I'm on a meeting, that's fine too. I'll still try to look as good as I can for my family. But I don't
Yeah,
know,
I'm
man.
with
It's
you.
all
Keep
creepy. But
trying.
now all the commercials now are directed right at us now. You don't want to leave your loved ones without medical bills. Oh, Gerber Life. We'll get you hooked up. Are you between the ages of 50 and 80? I'm right dead center.
I know, but that puts a stigma in our head. Oh, well, actually, I am that age. Well, I am that
But it
age.
just
Does
seemed
that
like
mean something?
yesterday.
Does that mean
Yeah,
I'm fixing
it
to die?
seemed
Are
like,
you telling me I've not got much time left now? You put me in a
yes,
group.
exactly. And we used to laugh, not laugh, but we used to say, these commercials were for our parents. Remember? Oh, I ain't got to worry about
Yeah,
that. Now look at
we
us.
didn't even poke old jokes at them. Now
Yep.
it's us.
Yep.
Now we're going to Holloman Brown Funeral Home shopping for caskets when we should be at the supermarket. They want you to buy the shit early. I disagree with that. I'm sorry, family, if you're listening, but y'all gonna have to bury the burden because no, I am not.
I've known people who went and bought caskets at like 30.
Oh
And I'm
yeah,
thinking, well,
no.
somebody's got to store that dang thing for another 50 years, right? And then,
Right.
when you do turn 80, how do you track down the casket that you bought? Like, who
Get
stored it?
this. My brother, we had an extra plot next to my, I think it was my mama. And there was an extra, they bought the land there.
Right.
My mom did. So it was an extra, it's a one seater here. Only one person getting a hold.
Right.
But so me and my brother, when my mom died and stuff, and my sisters didn't want the land because they're going to be buried with their husband or whatever. And me and my brother were like, and my sister, and that they gave me the plot. So I'm sitting there thinking, well,
Then my brother's going, well, how much you sell? We're negotiating prices on our final resting place.
Yep. And that is the
I'm saying,
thing. As weird as it
and then
is,
he
that's
tried
where
to
we
get
are.
over, Mount. He tried to get over on me. I said, no, I'll take $1,000 for it. He said, well, I think it's only worth 100, $200. So we had to go through all this damn landmark paperwork and how much it goes for today.
Uh-huh.
I mean, damn, bury yourself 2 feet deep. That's what would happen to me, Hairbag. They'd bury me in a damn bunch of rabid ass fucking wolves to come dig me back up.
Well, I've seen
It'd be
that where
about
they
my luck
stack.
too.
I've actually seen some cemeteries stack. We
Now,
was
y'all
talking about
quit
that the
chewing
other
on
day.
Hairbag's. Yeah. If I'm talking over y'all, I apologize. I'm just very tired.
No, you're fine.
And
Do you
y'all are
need
my
to go?
favorite people in the world. Listen to them jets. My dog's a Democrat.
That's all right. We'll
Hmm.
fix that.
You gotta be kidding. Tried to go into chat and I hit the X
Y'all still there?
instead. Yeah.
I'm still here. Oh, there he went. He's like a rubber ball today. He just bounces everywhere.
Man, yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing.
He's a little bouncy today.
Come on, buddy.
He can
You back
do
with us now, my man?
it. You have to wrap your foot around that cord so you stay seated.
Yeah, right.
I've actually heard
Uh-oh.
people say on the live stream that they caught something from somebody from being on their panel. Now, come on, now, folks, let's get real. That's some scratch and sniff, real good shit there. You catch a fucking
Oh
flu.
my God.
You remember the old scratch and sniffs, guys? Don't act so shy here.
We do. And we
Why?
worked
There was
hard for
nothing
those
bad about the
stickers.
scratch and sniffs.
We worked hard for those stickers.
There's a bad echo.
Is it me?
Of course.
Yes. It wasn't us.
All right, I'll fix it. I promise.
I just think he has to hear us twice.
Is that better?
I don't know.
Let's see. No.
Okay. I think this is some April Fool's jokes going on in October.
In October.
Let me see.
Is it better then? Did y'all hear me?
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
we can hear you. But we
What's it
still got
sound
the
like?
echo.
All right, well, let me go over here to my settings here. Maybe I can set something out here. I don't know. Hold on, folks. I'm coming. I promise.
Check your
Oh, yeah.
audio settings.
I was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
say you have 2 tabs open.
Now, I closed all them. Well, maybe not. Let me go back over here, Airbag. You brought up a valuable point. Hold on. Holy shit.
Nobody's commenting on anything.
Are y'all still in chat with us?
Well, I hope so, but nobody's chatting down there. Hey, we don't hear an echo, Mouse.
Round and round we go. Where he lands,
There we go. We got
nobody
it
knows.
better.
Hey, Niels. Niels is still here.
Sasha, you still here? Oh, doing chores?
I hear you. I need to get somebody to come over and do my chores today. Welcome back, buddy.
We good?
We're good.
So, yep.
Yep.
Yep. You hear it, Echo?
Nope.
No.
I had 242 tabs open.
Oh my God.
Buddy's down a rabbit hole.
Oh yeah. I was in
Welcome
the
back,
belly of
Kim.
the whale, baby. Kim's
So
back.
what's everybody got planned out for this week? So we got Halloween coming up.
I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm staying inside because, like I said, it's supposed to snow tonight and tomorrow.
You better go get your milk and bread.
I already got that. I got everything I need right now.
How much you getting there, Hairbag? You getting a whole bunch?
1 to 2 inches,
Ain't
Just
too
enough.
which
bad.
at this time of year means we're going to get a pretty good snowstorm because the ground is still warm. And if it ends up being 1 to 2 inches, that means it's going to snow like hell once it comes.
Yep.
I hope you're putting money in the swear jar every time you say that, airbag.
I've already compensated for it. I got a large Pringles can that's 3/4 of the way full of quarters. So
That reminds me, I need to go back on my channel and put that in the blocked words. I'm actually going to block that word just to see who notices. You can say anything you want, but the S
I wonder
word.
if there's anything we can help Mills with. Mills is down there working, doing his chores, folding laundry. And I'm up here wondering what's wrong with my knee after talking to Kim. Now
Buddy, you are just fine. There ain't nothing
No,
wrong with you, darling.
It's all in your head, buddy. It's all in your head.
more than you know, Mouse, more than you know.
Oh, snap.
Okay, you asked what people had planned this week.
Damn good.
Uh-huh.
What's that?
Oh, I was just going to say, when Mouse had asked what people had planned this week, I was given a whole bunch of apples, and I have enough of them here now that I can make my mom's recipe of apple butter. So tomorrow I'm going to be working, peeling apples and making apple butter. I've already got my apple cider in the refrigerator, and it's ready to go. So I'm going to be making apple butter.
Oh, good.
There is only one thing in this world better than blackberry jam, and it is apple butter.
Yes, ma'am. But it's got to be homemade.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm going to eat.
It's a big thing up here in East Tennessee. Everybody makes and sells and gives away the apple butter. We love it.
Yeah.
I know the story.
Yep.
Hey, buddy, we can hardly hear you.
Well, I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, now we can.
But I don't know, you know.
Like the Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Right.
I'm sorry, buddy. I wasn't poking fun.
Yeah, you were. Go ahead.
I would have been.
It's funny because we do a lot of that here on the mountain. Yeah, get good signal.
Oh, goodness.
Mouse's church has snake handlers and had the preacher just serpent night tonight.
He needs to come handle some of these snakes in my yard.
I'd be
I
petrified
saw-
to come up there on that mountain with you. You got
I
snakes.
saw a
in it.
couple of them this summer.
Oh, I
That's
hate
shocking
snakes.
that- Yeah, snakes shouldn't be out at this time of year. They should be going in,
No.
denning up.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping, but man, this
Yeah, they
summer I've
crawled
seen
up out.
way too many of them.
Yeah, they crawled up out of the hole and came onto YouTube. Them snakes. Poke,
I'm
poke.
hoping the bear is going too. That it's found a place to rest and it'll quit messing around.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
Man,
Oh
Oh my
goodness.
God, that was
Ain't it
funny,
a damn
buddy.
shame?
I was going to ask you, buddy. That reminds me exactly how much liquor does it take to lock her?
There's a whole lot of liquor to like her. Why drink all the time? Takes a whole lot of liquor to like her. Oh, hair bag. When I'm liquored up, I like her just fine.
I like that.
Hmm.
Holy shoot! But I mean, you know, and these other people these people that don't believe, I believe in God. I'm gonna say it. There's a lot of people that don't. That's your choice.
uh,
I don't mess with y'all. I mean, I don't criticize. But me, I would rather. And this is just my theory, but I'd rather believe than to die and find out I was wrong.
that's me.
Yep.
And
Just,
at the very least, I at least was kind and good to people. Or, maybe not the
oh,
reason I thought I was, but I can,
well, now I'm going to hell. Do you got to be kind and good?
you gotta try.
Damn, I tried. Oh
I
my
didn't.
God,
It never
I
got me
tried.
anywhere.
Well, I
But
know
that's
I got
me,
carved
yeah.
out. See. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get up there and my family's gonna come to my rescue. No, please don't send him down to hell, please.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
know you're gonna have a lot of begging on St. Peter. You're gonna have to come up with a good joke or something.
Oh, I ain't afraid to plead my case.
Hmm.
Oh, I can hear you now. You're up there with St. Peter blaming everything on me.
I say that damn YouTube destroyed me as a human being. You, St. Peter, give me the keys to the gate before I jump it.
No, buddy. Now you might actually get there and happen to arrive on a day that my dad is up there at the gate. Um, every church that we ever attended when I was growing up, my dad was the greeter at the front door. He was the first person anybody saw
Oh
when they
wow.
came to the church. And
Hey,
he died on a Sunday morning. And a
oh my,
friend of mine, when they came to the house, he said, St. Peter needed a break, so God called the best.
That's
And
it.
all the time I said,
Oh, that's
what?
cool.
He said, Kim, he said, your dad was the greeter at every church you ever attended. And I said, yeah. He said, well, Peter needed a break. Dad took over. so,
The only
so,
qualified
buddy, if you
man.
get there on a day when dad's in charge, you stand a chance. My
Maybe
dad used to be pretty rough too.
he might give you a little more mercy than St. Peter.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm just gonna throw myself at Jesus' feet and say, please, Lord Jesus. Before I
Well, now,
have
see, buddy, you need to do that now instead of waiting later.
Yeah.
Do that now. It's amazing the changes that happen.
I just don't like
I'm living proof.
That's it.
that guy that switches in and go for it. If I can't stick to it all the way down the line, I think it's a beautiful thing. I've never seen an unhappy Christian. Look at all the stuff you've been through, Kim. You're up here laughing at us, joking, having fun.
It's a
I'm
beautiful
glad.
thing.
But
That's
people
what it's
used to
about.
ask me if I was born again. I said, no, I was born right the first time would be my response. Think so. I think I was. But no, I mean, I believe
Well,
that.
we'll see. You
I
had
know
a
for
second chance.
I know for a fact there is something different and is out of this world different. Because I had one of them
Hey, sassy. Hey, beautiful.
NDEs
I was
they
waiting
call,
until Buddy got done.
and I tell you what, folks, I'm gonna tell you all this, and I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I was out of my body. I had pneumonia. I was in bed with my wife. I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't feel like going to the doctor. I said I'll be fine. But I was up there looking down at her in that bed, And I'll never forget that feeling. It was, I couldn't describe the feeling that I had. And I pleaded, but I negotiated with somebody about my son being born and all this other stuff. And Airbag, you're sitting there smoking weed thinking, oh, it was a drug induced
No, I'm not. I'm smoking a cigarette.
No, I'm saying you thinking I did. I smoked pot. I was just high and I thought this shit. True story. So I said, I was negotiating back to me. And it was so, the love that you actually feel in this, wherever I went, was overwhelming, and you did not want to leave. You didn't. You were comfortable there. So I know that there's something crazy, strange going on the other side, because I've been there. I mean, most people don't understand it until they get there. And I told the story only a handful of times. And I know what I know. I mean, I was real sick. I should have been in the hospital, but I didn't go. I did when I woke up. But I was just saying, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. But I mean, I always worried, did I do it good enough, you know?
Right.
And that always bugged me throughout my life. And I think I went off the rails one time, and that's when I wrecked my truck and I killed myself, you know. I think that was a sign. You know?
Yeah, he almost got you in that one. You know that.
Something special is waiting for you to fall somewhere.
Yeah, you definitely did. You dodged one on that one.
Yeah, I did. And I think that was another wake-up call for me. But did I heed the wake-up call? Yeah. But I'm around here for, they say, a reason, but I don't know. I don't know what that, I guess just to piss off YouTubers.
Maybe there was somebody out there you just needed to tick off so they could go on with their journey.
But I do ask the question. You know, when we're saved, you're not supposed to question God and His will, and you know. But there's a lot of things, though. I mean, here's one theory that I had for many, many, many years: that somebody had to invent this character, so to speak. No disrespect to the Lord. But somebody back in them days know that there was robbing, pillaging, raping, killing kids, doing this, doing that. It was just chaotic, no law and order whatsoever. So I felt like somebody came up with this biblical story that there's a person, and if they can get just 2 to believe it, then by the end of the week, 4 would believe it. And that 4 would turn into 8 until it spread throughout the land over there. And this story became so big because you would think it's something that enormous, that is that powerful, would have left something behind. The scientists can say that we know. Now, all them disciples wasn't that smart. Now, Jesus, he ain't gonna leave no clues because he's Jesus. He can pick up his own litter and move right along. But you know, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, folks? There was so much unsettled people in the world. In order to get it done, the story had to come out. And they were basically, because if you listen to it, now here you go. Here's something else. If you read the book, Bible, you could look at it. That is not a good God. That's not. Why would you want to burn me up with brimstone and fire and throw shit at me and come down out of the clouds with horns on your head and shit? You'd scare the shit out of me. Or if I heard all these harping angels up there blowing trumpets and shit, I'd fall out on the floor.
I probably would too.
You know, but they say that there ain't no warning. He's going to come like a thief in the night. But I just always thought that was some part of it was just to keep people in check. Then it got to religions and this and that. I don't know what I'm trying to. You're talking to a tired guy. Go ahead. Blasphemy. Go ahead and kick me right in the damn religion.
Well, I'm not going to blast on you. And as far as the deal about questioning God, I think we can question.
Why
Sometimes we
though?
get an
Why though,
answer.
Kim? Well, why should we question it? It ain't gonna make a damn bit of difference. When you got a kid in the
I know.
ICU on life support, a little baby that ain't even had a chance. Where's God?
Yeah.
That's when God is needed, folks. I hate to say it like that, but these kids that ain't never had a chance, show us your power. Make us believers. Some do, some don't get that treatment. Who
Mhm.
picks and chooses the children who stays and who goes?
According to his plan. I mean, it still
Yeah,
is.
but see, that's a comforting tool, Mouse. I think that's a comforting tool.
No, we're down
I
here
think
to
that's
learn things from each other too, right? And
not on
you
YouTube.
learn-
Ronnie.
well, I mean, someone's experience, you don't always have to go through
Not
every
that, hang
experience
on,
to
get it out.
understand it.
Homemade apple
But
butter, yes. Go ahead. I'm gonna go to heaven with a jar of that. Maybe I can get in. But go ahead, Mouse. Mouse
apple
is
butter,
very biblically up to
apple
date.
butter is proof there is heaven. I will say that. Apple butter is proof there is a heaven. So good. But
Yeah,
no, I mean,
so
it's, he's all got our plans. Our job is either to help or to learn. He's either got a spot for us to be a hand in someone's life or to learn. We can't appreciate heaven until we learn how great it is. You got to know the bad to feel the
why is the
good.
book why is the book Bible so violent?
Well, like
If
I
you
said,
do
you got
not
to feel
do
the
this,
bad,
if you
understand the
do
good.
not live this way, you will be. I mean, me and Airbag's we're gonna be pummeled with shit. They're up there making shit to throw at me and Airbag. I'm not being fun. I'm not cracking on the man upstairs, but I'm just saying that they're. I don't know what the hell I'm saying, folks. Somebody get me off the hook here. Airbag, speak up on me.
Yeah, how about those buffaloes, Airbag?
But I
Hey,
think
they're doing better.
people get into that. Okay, like my sisters, they missed out, I thought, on life with the religion tip. They were devout. They did it by I mean, my younger sister, I think that she is as close as you can get to being godly. Okay, but she's missed out on so much. I feel like because she had to walk that narrow, thin line, or no thin line. She walked the walk that she loved, and
But
that.
on the same thing, you had a lot more consequences to serve out than she had to, right?
Oh hell yeah! I'm still suffering.
Well,
Well, wait a minute though. There's people that are devout Christians too that suffer probably more than I do. Why do the certain people get chosen like kids gotta go? I'm sorry about little Mikey here. The truck will fucking pass through him real quick and it'll be over soon. But I don't understand that. Out of everything on the planet, animals and children should be at the first of the line to be touched, graced by his touch, and made well again. If you
true.
can take away a leper's spot, damn it, you can make my kid come back to life and give me peace of mind so I don't carry this with me for the next 50 years. I mean, that's what I believe. I mean, it's not a belief, it's just what.
Right.
I don't know the answer to that. Why do some go and some stay? Why is some of the tragic stuff you could ever have happen to you that would take any normal person out, but this person, people fall out of helicopters, get up and walk away, brush themselves off because that lucky tree was down there.
Right.
But
It's
I'm not questioning anything. So if you're listening to me, don't throw no bolts down this one.
well, I mean, question or no question, it's his plan. And that's what that's what they say, don't question his plan. Because we don't know. He may
Yeah.
break
We know
one couple up who have been deeply in love and feel like, they had their whole life ahead of them. He may break them up because he needs her somewhere else
oh, but
for
but
another
to me,
purpose with another man.
that's
You
a
know,
comforting thought. That's what that is to me. That, oh, they needed another angel up there. Well, that's for the human being that is
but
of
maybe
not
the
a,
plan was for her to break up with him to
no,
come across another man to bear a child into the world.
but we
But
are
the
not of
breakup had to
spirit.
happen.
We are not in, we're still in the flesh. We're still here. We are human beings. But
Mhm.
but I don't know. Hold on here, folks. I gotta go back and get my damn what's the guy went up in the prayer tower and didn't come down till he got $1 million bucks. I'll tell you my beliefs when I get 25 likes. It's funny, but that was fun. But what I'm saying, we as human beings on this planet, golly day, I've said this so many times I can't think of it. And it makes good sense. But I'm not up here dishing nothing or telling anybody not. I'm just giving a Buddy Roadhouse view of the whole situation. But we don't, because we're human beings, we don't have that we're of flesh. When we die, then we experience this stuff. But right now, we're just existing on the planet, and we believe what we believe from what we were taught. But the comforting words is when something tragic goes off in your life, is like somebody you love that goes away. Oh, they needed another angel in the choir. I can hear that coming across the airways for me. I'm not saying I'm an angel singer or nothing, but oh, they needed a guitar player in Jesus' band. Well, I mean, folks, if you look at it, that is just comforting to us as human beings of being of flesh and bone, because that's what we need. We need them comforting words when tragedy hits us in the ass
Yeah, but
to divert our pain and give it a reasoning, give it a why, and that's why I think we do what we do there. We say these things that are, to me, is nobody knows for sure. I don't know if my grandfather went because they needed a damn shrimp boat captain up there in the Bering Sea or whatever.
the scripture itself says you'll see him again. So you hold on to that, And that's where we begin to fathom,
let's say
the afterlife.
Let's say the people that didn't have a chance at birth now. That were just, I believe some people are just born rotten son of a gun.
Yeah, I'll agree.
You can't do shit for them. They're not unrehabilitatable. They're just born rotten. Okay.
Yep.
Mouse, you sound like you're disgusted with my theory.
No, I'm agreeing.
See, since I've been talking all this stuff, now I got a pain in my right side.
Wow.
I think it's a kidney going out, folks. But,
No, it isn't, buddy.
I don't know. Let me check it on TikTok.
I believe that yes, when people say that, they're going, "Oh, well, that's why he died, because God needed this to be done." Okay, but why would you give all the hurt on the way? Because we are still of flesh and bones. We feel these things. Hey,
Yeah.
I think.
And as humans, we are selfish.
True.
We tend to want things for ourselves.
Well, speak for
And
yourself.
I mean, look at little kids. They don't really like to share a lot of times.
Right.
Most of them have to be taught to share.
Right.
Yeah, but see, we get our butts whipped if we didn't.
No, you don't. You learn to share with the people and
That's what she's saying. We had to be taught.
Now,
It's not
most of
something
us
that we-
did.
got my
I
butt
have
beat.
I
I
have
went-
one grandson that Brendan came into this world with life-threatening issues. We were told when he was 6.5 months old that he wouldn't see a year. He just
Oh.
turned 17.
Wow.
Awesome.
He's our miracle child. And
Awesome.
he's amazing.
But there you go.
They
There
told
you
us that
go.
the-
You're part of
they
the big
told us that-
plan.
They told us that the medications that he had to be given would stunt his growth badly, and that he probably wouldn't grow over 5 feet tall.
6'8".
Brendan is currently 6'2.5". And he's
they
he's
proved that
absolutely
wrong, huh?
wonderful. Now,
Well,
Brendan was one of those kids that he didn't have to be taught to share. He just did it.
My doctors came in
And
when I was
he-
born.
and he
Cameron
is
said, "Well, you won't
still
make it
that
out of
way."
insurance."
Oh, that's good.
And Brendan is still that way.
Yeah, that's because nobody
And-
taught them any other way.
But if
And-
you teach somebody to beat them down when they're kids and just tell them they're no good and just give them the bad taste,
Oh,
of,
I know.
this is what this life is about. I mean, people can be taught to be angry. I mean, I get it.
Mhm.
And I don't know this whole thing. I mean, I'm not the guy here with the white coat on with a black collar and whatever. I got my issues just like everybody else. But we just try to just get through the days.
Right.
Try to be good to one another.
Exactly.
You know,
Mhm.
live by how you want to be treated, and that says everything. How you would like to be treated says just about
Mhm.
everything in the Ten Commandments and all that other stuff.
Hey, Kiki. Hey, Kiki's
Hey,
eyes.
girl. But we
I
will be
used to
holding
have a
prayers
sign.
for my kidney tonight at 7:30. So y'all bring your candles.
I used to have a sign, and I don't know what has happened to it over the years, but it said, "In a world where you can be anything, above all, be kind."
Right.
And that's what I strive to do. No matter
That's a kinky
no
kind.
matter how bad I get treated, I will be kind. And I have a neighbor that is just I have to do a lot of praying with that where that woman is
I hear
concerned.
you.
But I have changed
Well, Kiki just
her
called Sassy
attitude
a hoe.
towards me because I'm kind. I
Yes,
won't let
I
her
see
get
that.
to
I
me.
see
Right.
that all over you. Oh, she corrected the hoe.
I will make you a deal, buddy. And you get your address somehow to Wendy and tell her it's okay to share it with me. And when
Right.
I get the apple butter made, it has to set still for at least a week to make sure the seal is solid. And I will send you a jar of the apple butter.
You have
Oh
been
my
wholly chosen, buddy. Let me tell you, this stuff is amazing.
There is a God, folks. There is.
Oh man, yeah.
Of
Apple
course
butter
there
proves it.
is.
Apple butter proves it.
But here's another thing that I disagree with wholeheartedly. The atheists. Now, when they walk around their house and they stump their toe on the corner of the couch and it hurts like hell, they go, "Oh God." I stop them right there when they say that. I
Mhm.
said, "Don't call to my God when you hurt yourself."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "You're conflicted, sir. You got a pain in your toe, but you're asking somebody you don't believe in to come down there and say your pain." Don't.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Maybe,
If they
maybe I'm
don't
wrong.
believe
Maybe.
in him, why use his name?
Right. Even in vain, why use it? You don't believe in it
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Sassy.
I
I
was
know that. I'm
always-
just kidding.
I was always confused though. Why did they have a church? Like, what does
Exactly.
an atheist service look like? Right? Are you can't sing hymns?
Well, there's
They have
somebody
their own,
saying, "I want
and-
him, and I want him, and I want him." But they're gonna sing him.
It's truthfully, Mouse, it's a satanic thing. It is. Yeah. I used to associate with a young lady that was like that. And when she would talk about the things that went on, um,
But see, even
it made
still,
my skin crawl.
to worship the devil, you would
Mhm.
have to admit the whole story of how he fell from heaven. Like, so you're still buying into the God
Exactly.
theory. You just choose the other
Exactly.
one. But you still have to admit you believe in God to be able to believe in the devil to worship him.
Mhm. Yep.
Right. Well, what about these big evangelists that have sucked so many people dry and end up going to the hotel room to do their thing or do their cocaine and
Yeah.
whatever?
Because you
Okay,
should
but
never
we
charge for the
see
word of
that.
God. That is just, that's crazy.
What's that?
Exactly.
Like buying
What's that?
tickets to get into Olstein. You know, them things are like $300
She said
sometimes.
they
For
Mhm.
a,
shouldn't have to
Don't be
charge
picking
for the
on Joel
word.
now. Joel is
that's
my
what I'm
hero.
saying. I'm mad at Joel still. I will be mad at Joel for a long time over the Houston incident.
No,
And
don't
he
be mad.
knows what
Oh
that
yeah.
If you send us right now one prayer, I will send you this prayer. Jesus loves you by God. I
yeah,
could be
till the waters rose and then he packed up, locked his doors, and took off.
sending prayers
Mhm.
here for them. God bless you.
Mm.
Mhm.
But what I'm saying to y'all is that y'all not have you ever sat in church airbag at any point in your life and felt like he was talking just to you?
Yeah,
Did that message I mean, you just feel like, oh, my family done got with the preacher and told him all about my life, which didn't happen, but they know what to do. That's what it's all about. There's somebody out there right now with a gimp leg, bad knee. Okay, and you got 500 people sitting there. Somebody out there's gonna have a bad knee.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
speaking to me. Hallelujah. Then you get up and your knee will feel better and you start chanting, you run down the aisle, and that's the way it goes. But
Mhm.
but they do it's sort of I hate saying it this way, like a shell game with people. Because because when me and long hair sitting and airbag sitting and thing, and we kept going, let's say 3 Sundays in a row, and we show up on the fourth Sunday, I guarantee you airbag he's gonna talk about people might be addicted to drugs and had a bad life and down on yourself, but Jesus has got a plan for you. And then that
yeah.
gets your family nudging you on the side, going, "Listen, he's talking to you." It's amazing, but it's all for the good of mankind. It is. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'd rather believe in God than not. Trust me, guys. I'm a believer.
Me too. I just
I
don't go
believe.
to church.
Well, you got to step in there every now and then. That's the house of the Lord, hairbag. You can't just ditch them.
No,
You got to bring.
Oh, look
You got
at
to
you,
bring.
buddy. Look at you.
You got to bring something to the Last Supper, hairbag.
Mhm.
Does anybody know
But
what they
he
eat
with
for the Last Supper?
let he without sin cast that first stone.
Well, they don't cast so many at me.
Amen.
They broke all the windows in my house.
Mhm.
That's why I don't throw rocks. It's you be
yeah,
kind.
exactly.
But see, great things happen to everybody if you just don't give up, folks. Just don't give up on who you are. I used to give my little talks to people in here, but only you got to go out and have a good day because you're alive and you got a good day for it.
That's it. It's a good day to have.
And the people that say we're not guaranteed tomorrow, but if I had to draw straws on that, I'd say I probably most likely will be here tomorrow, but I don't know for sure. It's not 100% etched in stone in my book. Maybe in
Right.
somebody else. But if you knew the exact date you were going to die, how would you live your life?
I wouldn't want to know. That would put me in such a weird frenzy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too.
They had a big place where you can go in there and see what date you're checking out. It's on the board. You can go in there and find your name. Look, oh shit, August 10th.
Well, let's
28.
start with the question. Would you change it or would you try to stop it?
What,
You know, would you go with your death date,
well,
or
a
would you
natural
think,
human
oh,
reaction is to stop it. A natural human reaction is to stop it, to stay alive.
right?
Or you sit back and go, well, what the hell did I do to get this date? That's not right. You could have
Well, I'm
gave me
just
this
saying,
date.
on that date, I'm not going to market. You know, I'm gonna stay home. You know?
But, you
Y'all,
know,
my phone is
I mean,
telling me that it's
I'm
about to
not.
die.
Okay.
So
Nobody,
I need to get
I
off of
hope
here.
everybody,
I will talk with you all later. You have a wonderful day. I love you.
You too.
I'll catch
love you,
y'all
Kim.
later.
Thank
Have a
you
Bye-bye.
good
for
Honey,
one,
coming
God
up,
Kim.
bless you
Kim.
for coming.
Thank you for
Send me the
coming
apple
up. It's
butter.
been a pleasure.
Yeah, she's gonna send me apple butter like Sasha sent me lobster.
I'm telling you, that apple butter is, oh my goodness, it's so
Is it
good.
good? Be
It
honest, man,
is. I love
tried
that
it.
stuff.
I never had
People
apple.
will fight you for it here. I'm not kidding. That is like, that's punch worthy. That's street fight worthy. Don't take the apple butter. Like, there's rules about it here.
Just like
My
popcorn
grandmother
Sutton.
used to make it.
But everybody's recipe, I imagine, is different for apple butter. Like the
Well, I
popcorn.
don't know, but hers was pretty good, I gotta say.
But can't you get that stuff at the Cracker Barrel out there on the shelf somewhere?
Yeah, but you don't want to do that. You want to
Nah,
make it homemade, buddy.
yeah, the homemade is where it's at. It's got to be homemade. That's just the way apple butter has to be. It's not supposed to be on a shelf in the store.
Yeah, but is it a process to go through? I mean,
It is. It is.
time
It
is
really is.
valuable.
And that's, you know, that's where the love comes in, I guess, you know, because you know it was handmade and it's so good that somebody took the time to
Yeah,
make that goodness for you.
yeah. But I believe that we're on here, we're being tested every day of our lives. But
Are
it's
we
how
being
we get
tested
through
or
it.
are we being taught?
Well, we're
I
being
think a little
taught.
bit of
We're
both.
tested to be taught, I think.
Right? We're tested to see if we've been taught.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think when we fail that test, we're about to learn a big lesson, right?
Yeah, something's coming your way. You know what I'm saying? But I'd say 90% of everybody's life's trouble are self-inflicted.
Probably, yeah. More than people would admit. I'll say
More than
that.
people would admit, yes, self-inflicted.
By their
And
own decisions, by their own
like me, I
choices.
smoke. You smoke, Mouse. I smoke. I can't lay there with going out of here because smoking what did it and curse what I've been doing. I
Right?
made a choice. And I did it. And you know, you got to live and die with the choices you made.
Yeah.
Now,
So
am I going to?
it's hard to lay there with COPD and lung infection or all that comes from smoking and say, "Oh God, save me. Why are you
Yeah,
doing this to me?"
that's a ridiculous statement. You're right.
Because he,
You
you
just
know,
got to
turn around
suck
and
it up.
looking at you and he's saying, "Because you made the decision, not me. You still
Yeah, but
have free will."
I would come off with my rebuttal to that if you said I did this. I said, but I was made flawed. I was flawed, Jesus. I didn't have the knowledge to know better that this was going to do this because the way the world was, they had candy cigarettes, dear Jesus. And I always faked like I was smoking when I was 5 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at some point, it is
But if
still
you
your
ain't taught to
decision.
know better, if you ain't taught to know better, and everybody that's supposed to be your teachers as you're growing up did it, then can't we lay that load on them? Can't we just say, hey, look, this is the way I was taught?
At some point, but I mean, it's still with our adult duty to
To
learn.
act right. To act right.
Well, I mean, at some point, you found out somewhere that it caused lung cancer and diseases in the lung, and yet you still lit it up and smoked it.
Yeah, but
Because
see, the
you
reason
can't
why I
stand
still
here
smoke.
today and say that you didn't know. You might have
Well,
not
wait a
known
minute
back
now.
then.
There's a part two to that. I smoked after I knew about that, because I went to WebMD
Right.
and I got nervous about
Yeah.
what I thought I might have had, so I started smoking again. But I'm not. I just try to find humor in everything, folks. I ain't dishing the Lord or nothing like that. He has
And
blessed
I
me in
think
a
that's
lot of
good.
ways. He has blessed me in a lot of ways, and I'm just being honest. A lot of ways.
Yeah.
But I'd like to know what the devil really looks like. Though.
Many forms,
I
many
think I
faces.
think I know.
Many forms, many faces.
I think it's. I think that he's out on the West Coast. Never mind. We won't go down that golden gate.
Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe.
Can you hear me? Can you hear? Am I cracking? Can you hear me? Wait. But anyway, we're just having
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
But we all know we're gonna die, and it's what you believe, folks. But I tell you what, if you know that you've been real mean to people all your life and you just did the wrong things at any chance that you had to do it, character is doing the right thing when nobody's watching.
It is. It really is.
To do the right thing when
Niles has the
nobody's
right idea.
What's that?
Niles says,
Live
live
life
life
to the fullest, be honorable, serve others, tell stories, and drink coffee.
That
There you
drink
go.
coffee is important, more important than you think it is.
Yeah, it is too.
But all the good things in life that were created for the benefit of us, like let's for instance, chocolate.
Mhm.
The good things, the things that we just, oh man, you know. But I
Right?
never really seen the beauty in a whole lot of foliage, flowers, trees turning color. I never did until after my accident. Then I slowed down long enough to appreciate certain things that I took for granted.
Yeah.
I said, who the hell goes up to Vermont to see some leaves change color? But no, there's a
Thousands do it in Tennessee.
yeah, they migrate every year to do it.
Yep.
Now I get it. I get it. I get it. But it was always depressing to me because I know it's a change of season. Summer's gone, and I got to live through a brutal winter, freezing my butt off.
I'll change spots with you.
Well, I get through the winter knowing that there will be a renewal in spring. So
Yeah,
it's
but
all
what
how
would
you
be
look at
left?
it.
What would be left emotionally and in your heart and left around you by the time spring comes? It won't be the same spring probably for a lot of people that you were used to.
No, it's never the springs are never the same.
Nope.
We get older, we get wiser, we change our
People pass
appreciations.
on that people pass on that you correlate with springtime activities and stuff like that, planting shrubs, whatever. And it could change in a minute, and then you'll look at spring like it ain't so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, but even to correlate it with life, you go through a winter season where what it was starts to die out. But you always have to remember there will be a spring that will bring new. Whether that's, come on, whether that's kids, a baby, a change in life, a change in career.
But here's something that baffles my mind. Now, see, I don't like talking about planet space and the outer space and black holes because that's way more than I can comprehend. But just to think of the Earth and how fragile the Earth really is, what we're taught is how fragile it is. That if just this degree off its axis could send us all spinning into a 2,000-mile-an-hour windstorm. 1 degree changed. I mean, no, we wouldn't survive it. And we're already spinning at what 2,200 miles an hour, but we don't feel a damn.
Right.
How crazy is that, folks? I don't know. That
But
See,
that's
that's
all.
just as crazy as by science, you should be able to stand inside of an airplane and jump and the plane move. You know what I mean? But still, inside of an
I think
airplane,
if
if
the
you
plane
jump,
moves, if you jump, if the plane moves, if you jump out of it, I think you need some dealer card somewhere.
but we
You
move with
shouldn't be
it.
on that flight because you're a danger to the rest of the people. Can you imagine being in Honolulu or something and take the little helicopter thing and somebody tells you, well, you don't go over the weight limit? And you couldn't island hop, so you had to take a, I don't know, a skiff.
No, I can't imagine because I was always that person that was stuck 2 inches under the little arm that you had to be that tall to ride. Like I was on the other end of that.
Yeah, I was always too skinny. I was real skinny. I couldn't go to the beach until I really got my feet on it because I was stuck in the sand because my legs were too skinny.
I was just always too short for the ride.
I was the guy standing in a long line to get to the ride, and when I got there, they said the ride's broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
There'd be something wrong with it before I get up there.
I lived a lot of that too.
Yeah, we're all in it. We're all in it. Same reasons. But a lot of people don't practice the same reasons. You know what I mean?
All right.
They're everywhere. They're all over the place. And with that, I think I'm boring the hell out of my people. Mouse, you going to go eat lunchtime?
Yeah, I need to get off here and make some grub for the boys.
I'd like to say thank you for the nice people in chat today that come out to hang out with us.
Thank you for joining us for coffee, everybody. It's been educational, intellectual, and
Who
out
knew
there.
coffee hour lasted until 1?
Yeah, we stretched it out. That's a good coffee session. But that's
Well,
that's
that
what
gives
coffee's about. Thank you, everybody,
gives-
anyway, for joining us in chat today. We always enjoy you guys stopping by. It was good to see everybody. Hairbag, thank you for coming up and hanging out with us.
Thank
you,
you.
Hairbag Mouse, for joining me. Sorry about the break I had to take, but we'll get to that.
And as always, man, shout out to the replay crew. You guys are our gold.
Yeah.
Keep replaying those videos
Anytime,
out
buddy.
there.
And please like and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing.
That's it.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I said anytime, buddy.
Thank you, Hairbag. I appreciate your friend. You're a friend to me, friend of a lot of people. We love you. And me and you ain't going nowhere, Hairbag.
Nope, neither is Mouse.
If you go first, come back and get me.
I'll be on that proverbial bus to hell.
Yeah, I'm probably driving it. But anyway, we love y'all. Thank y'all for coming. We're going to end this broadcast. Thank you again. Mouse, Hairbag, y'all have a great day. You got a good day for it.
Everybody in chat, have a great day.
Thank you, Kiki Eyes. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everybody. We're out. Till the next one.